Good morning. Oh, it is one of those days. One of those days. Oh, but we're back. Technically. Probably. Maybe. After 84 years, we're back. No, I am here for Goddess of Victory Nikke. There's another survey? I thought I did it. Let's check it out. Let's check out this survey. Because I thought I did a recent survey, unless this is the new survey that just came out. Because I know I did it. Oh, it's a different survey. It's a different survey. Let's see. I don't like how the survey always pops up on my left monitor. I really don't like how there's some of these choices and there's no, I haven't tried it yet. Oh, that's too far. What genre have I played in the last 6 months? I don't know. Games. Oh, yeah. That's about it. What of the following have I played recently? Technically, I did play that recently. God, there's so many gacha games on this list. That's all there are is gacha games. Never mind. Three main other, because they don't ever get me the ability to specify. That is the entire reason I came back. Main story, events, dailies. Yeah. The YouTubes. It's always the same questionnaire. I wish they'd start trying to do more questionnaires. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Actually. This is like exactly the same as the last one that I did. I'm a little annoyed. Yep, that sounds about right. Oh, what do I mean? That was a little disappointing of a survey. But it was a survey. And I did do it. I did my survey. See? Welcome, everybody. We're back with Goddess of Victory Nikke. I was going to stream yesterday, per my agreement. But I decided not to. Because I just wanted to write. And I played a little bit of Wuthering Waves off stream. But I don't think anybody enjoys me playing Wuthering Waves. So I just kind of played it on my own, which was fun.
Take as much time as you like.
I completed most of the main story yesterday when I was playing. It wasn't very long, which was a little sad.
Thank you for coming.
I'm not gonna complain too much.
Another successful transaction.
But I was hoping to be a little longer. Because looking back at 2.0, that was a long-ass story update. And then we get to this one, and it felt very short. Like, don't get me wrong, we got a lot of detail in the story, but there wasn't much to it. Which was a little sad. Just a little bit. But that's neither here nor there. But, no, the scenery, the cutscenes, and the story was handled much better. It was an info dump on us, but it felt natural. Rather than it just being, like, everything dumped onto our faces. So I enjoyed it a lot more. I really would like to stream 4 days a week, but I don't know what else to stream. Monster Hunter is mainly just for me and my friends. And I need to talk with one of my friends, because I don't know if he's enjoying it with the third friend. So I want to make sure that we're all fun and happy and not overwhelmed. So I need to talk to them to figure out what we're going to do. If we're still going to do 3 people, 2 people. Because if somebody's overwhelmed in a group, playing a game, you know, chatting, when we all kind of need to be active, it is a little hard. So I want to make sure everybody's comfortable, happy, and enjoying themselves. Which, you know, sometimes fewer people is better. But we'll figure it out. We will figure it out in due time. But yeah, I'm not sure what I should do. I want to stream 4 days a week. I just don't know what the 4th stream should be. Like, I know most of the time it'd just be like, just stream what you want, and that's technically true. I'll just stream what I want. But I'd like to stream something that people would be interested in, and Wuthering Waves has never been something people are interested in. Because, you know, everybody else plays it. The same with, you know, the other games that I played. Now, there are other games that I do want to play that I could do, but I don't know. It's one of those moments where, like, I want to do something. And I've probably talked about this before. But, yeah, I just can't figure out what I want to stream. Nikke's hands down something I'd stream because it's simple, it's fun, and I get to fawn over all my favorite waifus. Other games, a bit harder. Dungeons and Dragons is fine because I get to interact with some friends and do story and stuff, so that's fine. I don't mind doing that. Good morning. I'm just talking about what we should be, Somebody took my spot. Those motherfuckers! Somebody took my spot! I held it for like a week. That's fine. But, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I should do. What I should what I should stream on my other days. Because I want Tuesdays to be my free day, where I prepare stuff for the week. Wednesday afternoon into Thursday being another free day, so that I can actually chill and work on stuff if need be. That's what I would like to do. I don't know if I fought you. I'm gonna fight you anyways, because I'm stupid.
Now, let the games debut.
But so right now we have Monster Hunter on Wednesdays, which is fine. It's with friends. We have Saturday Nikke and Sunday D&D. So
Giving up so soon?
I have a gun. You like the sound effect? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm just talking about trying to figure out what I should stream in the future. I would like to stream 4 days a week. I don't want to do a writing stream anymore on stream because it's not that I didn't have fun with writing streams, it's that I felt stressed. I felt very stressed doing the writing streams. Or at least the one I was working on.
Giving up so soon?
God, motherfuckers. Why is it whenever I fight somebody equal to me, I always get my ass kicked? But whenever I fight, well, of course, when I fight people lower than me, it's like, oh yeah, you're fine.
Let's get this show answer.
Ah, I hate PvP.
Beyond performance.
PvP is the worst, and I hate it. I hate any game that has PvP in it. Because I don't like having to fight people I know I can curb stomp to win.
Season's right.
Granted, I know my team isn't PvP capable. The good, the bad, the bready. Exactly. But I'm probably pretty sure I fought these guys and I lost. I don't care. I don't care. Fuck
The
PvP.
winner. It's you.
Yeah, there's a new champion arena and I can't get access to it for some reason. Why did they throw it up if it's not going to even be active yet? Why did they do it the exact maintenance then and they could have done it the week after or something? Like if other people have access to it, it's a little weird. But yeah, they had the champion arena. They did do some updates, those other updates. They added the ability to tell which Nikke has a doll equipped, or a favorite item. A doll. Has a doll equipped and whether they're in what level they are. Which was nice, because now I don't have to click on each Nikke to figure out which one has a doll. Yeah, the little hearts on the Nikke that you see on your Nikkes are the doll. Blue is, you know, basic tier.
How do I look?
Purple is this next level, and I think
Wipe them out in
purple with a black outline is... We'll have to look at it. We'll have to look at it. And then I know orange is a favorite item. So they have done some decent updates that didn't involve actual content. So take it one step at a time. But
return to where you belong.
yeah, I don't think I want to do writing streams on stream anymore. Not that I didn't enjoy it. I did enjoy it, but I think that story in particular, I was having a lot of trouble with. And I think the problem for my story that I was working on is that I was putting too much pressure on myself. is what I think was happening. I think I was putting way too much pressure on myself for it, and that made it very difficult to write. And I was also being like, well, if I'm on stream, I have to speak, and I'm writing, when I honestly don't have to. I honestly don't have to talk when I'm writing because I'm thinking. But, you know, if I'm not writing, I can, yeah, do stuff like that. Like, again, I'm trying to figure out what I vibe with on stream versus, pencil scratching paper ASMR stream incoming. Just chalkboard scratching scream. Shh. But, yeah, Monster Hunter I enjoy regardless of who comes by or not, because I'm just hanging out with my friends on stream. I do need to talk with my friends to see if they're okay with it, because I know my one friend seemed to be getting overwhelmed a lot. I don't know if it's just because he isn't used to chatting with Bear.
How do I look? Sexy, perhaps?
I'm used to his antics, but I don't know how Kerbo was reacting, and I know he seemed to be getting overwhelmed. So I want to make sure he's, you know, okay to keep going in the future for 3-person streams. Because I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable or, like, overtaxed, I guess, is the word. So I need to just talk with them and see what they want to do. Of course, Nikke will always be Saturdays because it's Saturday, it's Nikke, and I'm horny. Unbearable. Puns. But yeah, Saturday is always Nikke. It's a simple day to just hang out, play the game, and fawn over our favorite characters. And Sunday currently right now is D&D, getting together with some awesome people and getting to hang out with them and do story and all that kind of fun stuff. But again, I would like to do something else, like one other day, but I don't know if that would be a good idea, because I do want to record videos for YouTube, which I'm still working on. I failed to record a video last week, which upsets me. Or technically this week. I didn't record a video this week for something, and it upsets me that I didn't. And when I mean record a video, I mean like just some video I recorded to post for a week. Not an actual recording, because I did 2 of those this week. I did 2 different games this week that I recorded for. That'll be getting worked on. I've currently got 5 videos. I've currently got 5 videos backlogged. So, you know, I've got some content prepared, but I want to wait for at least maybe 1 or 2 more videos before I start uploading them to YouTube. And again, these are videos that are just me recording. These aren't live streams that are edited. These are videos that I have recorded myself and learned the hard way that I really suck at recording.
What do you say we go back and enjoy the festival again?
Because I didn't check the settings.
Virtual environment configuration.
And it's been a learning experience for recordings, and I'm enjoying them. And I have a couple of games that I'm working on, and a couple other games I want to work on, but I want to try to finish some of them before I move on.
Stay behind me.
I don't want to get too ahead of myself and be like, I played this game, and be like, did I ever play this game? Come back to find out, oh yeah, I did like 3 recordings for it one time. So I've got a backlog of recordings, I've got a backlog of games that I can work through, that I want to work on. And I got other games that I didn't think I would really work on, but I'll be like, that would be a pretty fun game to record on. And then there are other games where I'm like, I just want to play that one by myself. But I also want to write. I want to actually write. I actually, technically, as a rough draft, did write a single chapter. I actually wrote a chapter 1. 4,500 words.
Class is over.
I actually wrote 4,500 words for a chapter 1 of this story that I'm working on. Not the one that I was doing a live stream. This is one that I was just like, you know what, I want to write this, so. Oh, did I hit next? Oh, fuck. I thought I exited out of it. I guess we're fighting Gravedigger. But yeah. So like I'm enjoying writing, but I also want to try to practice Blender. I need to try to get better at maybe animating or posing and stuff like that. And unfortunately, I'm only one person with not enough time on their hands. So it's the downside of the insanity that is my mind to figure out what I want to do. And of course, a lot of it comes down to the fact that I am lazy. I am very lazy, and I get very distracted easily. Or I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna scroll through Blue Sky for an hour. When it's also like, I could have actually done something important, but I didn't. Ow, that hurt. I wonder if we can, yeah, we can kill him before he finishes up his thing. It's like I'm wondering if we can actually just kill him outright before he goes into his third phase.
As long as we're together.
Okay, do not hit the next button. Stop it. Yes, I know. The one thing I hate about Nikke is those stupid pop-ups. When you reach certain things, I don't like them. They are annoying as hell. Everything else about the game is amazing, but those pop-ups are just frustrating. Because they shouldn't exist. But that's besides the point. But yeah, I'm just trying to get away from a lot of gacha games because they're fun, but at the same time, they're just time sinks, and that's not something I want to do anymore. Like, I probably won't keep playing Wuthering Waves. I'll probably quit it. Like, I know I've said it before, but it's cool animations, interesting story, great characters, ruined by a gacha system that's just, keep playing our game because we want to, and spend money. Like, you know, it's the same for Nikke. It's no real difference. The difference is I don't feel the need to spend money on this game. I'd like to. Only when they release a character that I really want, aka Breddy. We all know why. Let's see. Is it just the event? Okay. Alright. I did start the event only because I was trying to click on the arc, and I actually clicked on the event. But I haven't actually really done anything in the event. I just started it. So I saw the opening part of the event, but that's about all I did. The key problem is this event is not voiced at all.
Rest assured, beauty remains impervious.
That's the problem. Which isn't really a problem. I just gotta get better at controlling my voice.
Class is over. What do you say we go back and enjoy the festival again?
Because if I'm going to be doing D&D, Oddly enough, no. The start of it had to do with Breddy. She actually showed up at a restaurant and was trying to eat food. Yeah, it didn't start off the same way. Also... yeah, the colors on the character portraits, as you can see. Each one represents different levels. The purple with the black is max. Orange with black is max. The blue with white is not max. So the black background is max, and the white one is not. Man, it's nice to actually see a representation of the items that I have on the characters, because it was annoying as hell trying to have to go through every single character to figure out which character didn't have one. So now when you see a character that doesn't have a thing, you know that they don't have one. And it's a very simple thing to understand. It's nice. Freaking love it. Alright, let's get Emma in there. Let's get milk.
All right, let's do this. I can't defy orders, can I?
I'll try my best.
Ready to go.
Because Splendamin bread, but it looks like a sandwich. A knock knock. Commander, may I come in? Sure, come on in. I'm gonna have tons of vacation time. Joink. Sorry for disturbing you so early in the morning. But have you eaten yet? No, I just woke up. Good. Russell. For the time being, please refrain from going to the dining hall or purchasing any food elsewhere. Stick to these instead. Are those combat rations? Yes. I prepared them in advance for whenever we're out on a mission. Why is it so important to have these instead of regular food? We don't know exactly what's going on. But last night, reports began coming in about food in the Ark tasting unusual. They started with restaurants and household meals. But earlier this morning, even prepackaged snacks and treats have apparently developed an odd flavor to them. I tasted some myself, and the tastes indeed were quite peculiar, unlike anything I'd experienced before. That's why, just to be safe, I'm recommending you stick to combat rations for now. What in the higgity world heck? Cooking oil is on their way to investigate further. Cooking oil? You mean the squad? Knock, knock, knock. Hello? Is this the commander's room? If it is, may we come in? I'm crushed from cooking oil. I don't think I can do a voice like her. I glance at Rappy, who gives me an affirming nod. Come in. I mean, respect. She's adorable as hell. And she's adorable as hell. Oh boy. This is really nerve-wracking. Hello, Commander. It's an honor to finally meet you in person. I don't know if I'm destroying this character or not. I'm Crust, the squad leader and head chef? How are you the leader? Nice to meet you. Okay, I can't do it. She's the leader of the squad? I really don't know. Hi. I'm Breddy, the taster. Pleased to meet you. Nice to meet you both. What's this all about? Has no one briefed you yet? We're here to investigate why all the food has started tasting funny. Can I ask why you're coming to my house? You coming to my house for this? Why do you have to come to my house? Chef hat. The chef hat and the giant strawberry ears. God, those things look like ears and they look terrifying. We, including you, have to conduct an inquiry and come up with a solution. Why the f do you need me? Wait, why am I included in this? I didn't sign up for this! We were told to go and rendezvous with you, Commander. And so, to that end, we'd like to ask you to try this food. Platter. Crust and Brady pull out a large lunchbox and place it on the desk. These are dishes that Crust made. Give them a taste. Is that all I have to do? They'll be delicious too. Wasn't she just saying how all the food has been tasting strange lately? I glance at the lunchbox apprehensively. How much did you put in this thing? I figured that since it was the first time meeting each other, it'd be nice to let you try a variety of different dishes. I think I may have gone overboard and put too much. I see. Well, may I? Help yourself. I reach for a small helping that appears to be an appetizer. Very nice. I see that you know which order to eat everything in. Scallops, truffles, and tuna are finger foods, so no need for utensils. You can pick them up with your hands. Enjoy! Alright. This is going to be a very long story. I pick up the scallop on the left with one hand and pop it into my mouth. The flavor, it's... Ah! This is making me hungry. It sucks because I'm like, I'm kind of hungry. Like, I already had food, but I'm like, I want more food. But I'm like, no, I just ate.
Calm down.
I actually need to not eat as much. I need to cut back on a lot of food lately. I personally have been eating way too much food. Which is weird saying because next week the pretzel crust pizza comes back from not Papa John's, Little Caesars. And I'm going to be ordering that like every week. Like once a week, not every day of every week. But I'm going to be ordering that a lot. What do you think? Isn't it scrumptious? Scrumptious? Doesn't even begin to describe this scallop. It's better than scrumptious. Holy shit, they're good! I'm gonna read all that. Oh my goodness! Divine? What does he mean by that, Crust? God, she's become more lovable just by saying that. That's the term we use to describe the absolute pinnacle of flavor. Also, yeah, her eyes, those were freaking adorable. When something tastes so extraordinary that it transcends the limits of ordinary language. Oh. I said sniffle. To receive such effusive praise from the commander, we've only just met. I can see that you're someone with a true love for food. I don't like scallops, though. It's decided, then. You've made me feel special, and so I'll do the same for you. From now on, I shall call you Mr. Gourmand. Mr. Gourmand. Yes, Mr. Gourmand, the compliment you gave me a moment ago is the best I've ever received. There's still plenty of food left, so have at it. I certainly will. I'm so happy. Crust? It's great that the commander is enjoying the food as much as he is. But don't you have another lunchbox to share with him? Alright! Confused face. I almost forgot. Clatter. Before you finish all the food in front of you, be sure to try some of what's in here as well. Another lunchbox. This one's a bit different. Please give it a taste and let me know what you think. Alright. The second lunchbox is also filled with dishes that look mouth-wateringly delectable. I'll start with this one. It's utterly vile. It tastes like... Oh, it tastes like a toilet seat. You can spit it out. That's probably one of the bad dishes. Ugh. Ah! I'm dying. Mm-hmm. I say that confirms it. Confirms what? The taste of the food around here has definitely changed. To be more specific, any Splendidman-based dishes that were manufactured this month are what seem to have been affected. The first lunchbox was made with ingredients delivered prior to this month. The second used ingredients that were delivered today. Why has the taste suddenly changed? I have to go kill somebody now! Somebody's gonna die! We're not entirely sure yet. But considering this involves the Ark's food supply, it's imperative that we figure it out soon. Alright. Now that we've identified the issue, it's time to find a solution. And how are you going to do that? By using any and all means available to us, including murder. No, maybe not. We'll issue a recall on the affected items and raise awareness as to what's happening. Restaurants and supermarkets keep detailed records of manufacturing dates and supplies, so it should be relatively easy for them to recall their stock. It'll be much harder with ordinary households, however. Even more so on the outpost. That's why we came here personally to check on the ingredients being used by the Nikkes. We'd appreciate any assistance you can give us in that regard. Sure, I'd be happy to help. What do I gotta do? I'll go inform the others to be cautious about what they eat. Not everyone may have heard the news yet. It's gonna be weird seeing Red Hood Rappy in storyline, but in the events it's just normal Rappy. So like we get a time frame, so it's gonna be weird. Like I can see them doing like, you know, the half anniversary and the yearly anniversaries with Red Hood Rappy for like story purposes. If it's at that point in the story. And I'm not complaining because, you know, this is technically an event, so it's not tied to the story. But, you know, it's weird. Thanks, Rappy. It'll be interesting to see when she does switch to Red Hood, or if they're just going to keep her as regular Rappy. Because for somebody like who just started the game, like, you know, say somebody's been playing for a month or two, they're not going to be able to be at the point with Red Hood Rappy. So it'd be a little jarring to see, like, oh, there's this character I have in my party. Oh, look, they're completely different now. So it would spoil it a little bit. So I can see it. It's kind of like Final Fantasy XIV, how even after all the expansions they've had, all, like, events are based around the 3 main cities. So it's interesting. When you're filling them in on the situation, be sure not to go into too much detail. Why? It could cause unnecessary panic. Understood. Alright, let's head out. I'm still nervous trying to do voices. If you can't tell, I'm trying to do voices. I'm doing them terribly. Because I'm nervous.
Enemy aircraft confirmed.
Because I don't have my Go XLR. Because it's busted as shit. And was pretty much dying on me. So I'm actually trying to do the voices myself. But I'm also nervous. And I gotta get better for D&D. Like, if I'm not streaming and I'm just, you know, in the bathroom plotting my ideas like, you know, most people do, I can voice act fine. But when I'm doing anything with, like, my door open, oh god, Emma, no. Oh, Commander, welcome. And you must be Crust, the host of Crunchy Cooking Class. Why would you name that? You're familiar with my show? Of course. I watch it every time I cook. Oh my god. Emma can't cook worth shit. I keep looking at her boobs, and I mean to look at her face. I'm so honored. I'm Crust from the Cooking Oil Squad, and this is Bretty. Nice to meet you. I'm Emma. Don't eat my cooking, even though nobody will tell me that. So what brings you here so suddenly? Emma, I heard that you enjoy cooking. That's right. If you've prepared any dishes, could we try them? We're testing out a hypothesis. Of course. I've made plenty. Would you like a bite too, Commander? I've already eaten a lot, so I'm fine. Keep it away from me, please. Oh, I see. Then I guess it'll be just Crust and Bretty. Wait just a moment and I'll go get some for you. Mr. Gourmand? You didn't eat all that much earlier. Are you feeling okay? Yeah, I don't want to die. Oh, I see. I'll be sure to adjust the portion sizes for your meals in the future. I really want to tell her, but I don't think I should. Something smells off. I can't even begin to surmise what that dish is supposed to be. It must have been made with the compromised ingredients. We'll know for sure once we taste it. I'm sorry. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here you are. I followed one of Crust's broadcasts to make this, so it's a bit embarrassing. You made this on one of your shows before, Crust? Look at their faces! Bretty's shocked face is just downright adorable. Crust is like, what the fuck is this? I'm sorry, but Bretty's face is perfect. This is incredible. But what exactly is it? It's supposed to be tomatoes. How can you fuck up tomato soup? That's like burning water. I followed the recipe that you gave, or tried to at least. I see. Why is it black? Are you sure none of your ingredients were expired? Oh no, that's impossible. I always buy fresh ingredients when I'm cooking. I see. It's completely unrecognizable. I can't distinguish a single ingredient from looking at it. And that's a first. Not only that, if it was made with newly purchased ingredients, it's highly likely that they're amongst the affected batch. Tread carefully, Bretty. They're gonna fucking eat it. Got it. Alright, here I go. Oh, but before I do, could you excuse me for a moment? She licks. Thank you. Now, on to the soup. Bretty? Hold on. Let me take one more spoonful. You used a lot of ingredients, didn't you? Sure did. Tomatoes, onions, minced garlic, chocolate, herring, miso, oranges, eggs, beans, vinegar, tofu, hot sauce. And then some... Wait. Didn't you say that you followed the recipe from my cooking show? How come there are so many extra ingredients tossed in? The more tasty ingredients, the better. Right? Perhaps I should add a disclaimer on the show to only use the ingredients that I mention. So, Bretty, what's the verdict? Overall, I can tell that Emma has a genuine passion for cooking. Her food is made with so much love. There's a sense of joyful innocence to it, as if a child made it. It's also truly impressive that you were able to combine so many different ingredients into one dish. Thank you! I also can't taste a single thing. So now we know why Emma's cooking is always the worst.
Get serious.
Because she adds not only the normal ingredients, but everything else. Which I don't know if we actually knew or not. So, that may explain how she can fuck up a cookie. Good old garlic chocolate hot sauce.
Not bad for a weakling.
You probably should have said hot chocolate garlic sauce. That's terrifying. You can't taste anything? What do you mean? Exactly what I said. I can't taste anything at all. Do you think there's something wrong with your taste buds? I doubt that. Huh? What do you mean? Why don't you try some of Emma's food for yourself? Alright. I will. All finished, Emma. Such a clean plate. I'm glad to see you enjoyed it. Anyway, we believe there may be ingredients in circulation that are making food taste strange. I think that may be why your food tastes like it does. If you bought any Splendid base ingredients that were produced this month, please dispose of them all. Oh my, really? Can I keep using the ingredients that I bought before that? Yes. Until what date? That's what we're still unsure about. We're working on recalling the compromised ingredients, so the issue should be resolved soon. We'll let you know as soon as things return to normal. We only ask for your patience. Alright, I understand. To be honest, I didn't notice anything particularly strange about my food, but I suppose all this stuff you're saying would explain why you reacted so negatively to it. Nope, they're just the only ones who don't know that we have to lie to your face. Yeah, that's it. Well, thank you for coming all this way to let me know. I'll go through my pantry and discard anything that's from this month. And I'm looking forward to the next episode of your show, Crust. Thank you for cooperating. Take care. Pat, pat. Are you feeling okay, Crust? Yeah, of course. You really shouldn't have forced yourself to finish everything. You know, I don't like leaving food uneaten. Anyway, you said you couldn't taste anything. Nothing at all. I did detect something that was unlike any other flavor I'd experienced before. And I don't think it had anything to do with the current ingredient situation. Maybe the flavor was so unique that it completely overwhelmed your taste buds. That's how it tasted to me, at least. Not sure if that explains it. Emma's cooking is to die for. You got that right. That's why I've got to work harder than ever to improve my show. I'll be sure to remind viewers to to use only the ingredients I mentioned. That's a good idea. It might save some lives. Most likely mine. Yeah, maybe that's it. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with my sense of taste. Yeah. I meant to ask you, Brady. Why did you lick... why'd you lick Emma? Oh, that. I was tasting her. Come again. Every Nikke has their own unique flavor. Okay. I tasted her to determine if she intended on making food which would cause us harm. You can tell that by just tasting someone? Yes. Isn't she amazing? Brady has incredible abilities when it comes to tasting. Like, what? Exactly. Well, nothing too grand. It's just that when I eat something, I can immediately identify everything about it. What ingredients were used, what flavors it has, the nutritional information, and precisely how it was made. Things like that. What? You think so? Brady will eat rare dishes from the surface to analyze them, and I use that data to recreate the flavors in my cooking. That's one of our main undertakings, is cooking oil. Why are you named Cooking Oil? What? Why would you name your squad Cooking Oil? Something better. Like jugs. Very impressive. Thanks. Alright, let's head to the next place. God, we're not done yet. Where to this time? First off, let's take a moment to settle our stomachs. Yeah.
No, you're dead meat! Calm down.
Oh, that was...
You just wait and see.
I'm not gonna lie, this one's a little different. So far, I haven't been hitting the feels yet. But we are only in, like, the 3rd or 4th episode. I don't think we're that far. The Dat Cake Squad didn't make the cut as a name. Just hearing somebody yell from across the room, "Dat cake is thick!" Feeling better? Yeah, I'm right as rain now. Let's head to the next location. Wouldn't it be easier to make an announcement about something like this important? Why are the two of you running around doing this all yourselves like chickens with their heads cut off? Well, you see, we have to keep a tight lid on it. If we officially declare there's something wrong with Splendiman, it caused a massive panic in the Ark. Why does everything cause a massive panic? Well, then again, these guys are all protected little babies, so... So we're buying ourselves some time by saying it's all still under investigation. That's why I told Emma that everything was under control earlier. And why are you telling me everything? Why am I roped into this, and why are you so adorable? Don't answer that last one. So we can drag you into this along with us. Yay. No, that's not it. We were told you were someone we could trust. And since you're helping us, we thought you should at least know the reason behind it. I see. Thank you. My lucky stars, I was gonna have a vacation. Anyways, time is short, so we should get a move on. Yep, let's go. Let's go! This commander started going like, yeah! Starts running off in a random direction. This must be the place. Let's head inside. Okay. After you, Mr. Gourmand. Oh god, it's the maid cafe! Plot devices everywhere! There's 4 of them on screen! I'm sorry. There's 4 of them on screen! I had to say it at least once. And ladies? Wow, I love her eyes. So this is the legendary maid cafe that I've heard so much about. Yeah. She's getting a new outfit that everybody's apparently head over heels for. It's so sparkly. I'm Aid, at your service. Would it be alright to ask for your names, ladies? No, I'm Crust. Breddy. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Crust and Miss Breddy. Please, have a seat. Oh, thank you. Was the trip here tiring? No, not at all. Is something bothering you, Miss Breddy? Oh no, it's just that I'm not used to any of this. Then I'll do my best to help you get comfortable. Thanks. So what would you like to order? What's good here, Mr. Gourmand? You can't go wrong with the omurice. Or some... milk. I have to be horny. Omurice? Sounds delicious. We offer a special house omurice that you can only get here at our cafe. Would you like 3 of those? Yes, please. And some water. Ade gives a polite bow and heads into the kitchen. This is kind of exciting. It is. I wonder what Ade will taste like. What? Ah. Nothing. Her face is adorable. A few moments later. Here, 3 plates of omurice. Now, before you eat, you have to say the magic spell together. Magic spell? What's that? First, you make a heart shape with your hands. Stretch them toward the omurice and chant, "Ooey gooey goodness! Make this omurice delicious." I hate my life! Perfectly done, Master, as always. Next, Miss Crust. Ooey gooey goodness! Make this omurice delicious! Well done. Finally, Miss Breddy. Ooey gooey goodness. Make this omurice delicious. If you say it too softly, this spell won't work. How about saying it a little louder? Do we really have to do this? It's not like it'll actually affect the flavor. Oh no, this omurice will truly become more delicious after the spell is cast. The only way you'll know if the spell works is by doing it. Could you give me your hand for a moment, Ade? Of course, miss. Lick. Good grief, there she goes licking again. You really are a maid. And your desire for this omurice to receive a magic blessing is genuine. Of course. Very well. I'll give it a shot. Ooey gooey goodness. Make this omurice delicious. That was wonderfully done. Now, enjoy your meal, everyone. Aw, she's smiling. Oh boy. This looks like it'll actually taste good, unlike before. Let's eat! Sniffle, sniffle. Thanks for the meal. Oh, sorry. I thought Mama Kitsune fell or something. Lick. She's a licky lie detector. More like a licky, you know what I'm saying?
Everything in front of us are raptures, right?
More, not like a licky lie detector, more like a licky. You know, if it's anything she tastes with her tongue, there are a couple of things you can taste with the. I'm sorry, I'm being horny. Okay, I can't help it. They shouldn't have added that. That's horny material right there. This tastes horrible. It's identical to what I ate in the second lunchbox Chris gave me. It's not even the food seems spoiled, but this food, it tastes like shit. Oh my goodness. Are you alright? Is there anything wrong with the omurice? It tastes a bit weird. When did you buy the ingredients you used for this omurice? We use many ingredients that we purchase at different times, but the main ingredient, the eggs, were bought 2 days ago. I knew it. There are some bad ingredients going around now that are negatively affecting the flavor of foods. We've issued a recall, so you'll have to discard all the ingredients you've purchased this month. Oh, that means most of our ingredients are unusable. Will any ingredients we buy later also have issues? It's hard to say. The higher-ups said they'll be taking serious steps to resolve the issue, so things should be better quite soon. I see. This is a real inconvenience. We'll probably have to close the cafe for a while. May I ask how this happened? You can ask, but I won't be able to give you an answer. We're as mystified as you are. I see. This must be a difficult job for you all to carry out. In that case, my deepest apologies to you all. Huh? Why are you apologizing? Regardless of the reason, the simple fact is that I served you food that was inferior. It's my fault for not sampling it beforehand. I'm sorry for causing you all an unpleasant experience. Here's my final review. The ingredients and cooking method were fairly standard. Nothing stood out. However, the manner in which you wholeheartedly threw yourself into the making of the dish was the true magical spell. Setting aside the imperfect flavor caused by the ingredients, you helped this dish leave a positive impression on me. Thank you so much for saying that. If you ever come back, I'll make sure to serve you a truly delicious omurice. I'm looking forward to that. If you have too many ingredients to dispose of, we can assist. No, we'll handle it. I wouldn't want to trouble you any further. Wow, such hospitality. Brady, let's be sure to come back here once this is all sorted out. Yeah, let's do that. It looks like the cafe will have to close temporarily. Once the situation with the ingredients is resolved, please be sure to visit us again. Take care, all of you. Ring! Well, we've made the rounds. At least the food at the outpost is safe now. Great work, everyone. Yeah, nicely done, you guys. I really could use some proper food. Hang in there. Things will get better soon. I'm trusting you on this. Oh, by the way, When the flavors go back to normal, we'll make sure to invite you into our kitchen. If it hadn't been for this little snafu, we would have prepared a full-course meal instead of just a lunchbox. We feel bad we couldn't treat you to a proper feast like we wanted. Isn't that right, Brady? Huh? Brady? Oh. Brady? Brady stares blankly at her hand. Brady! Are you talking to me? Brady, are you okay? You feel sick or something? Crust, Commander, I have something important to say. What is it? I really can't taste anything. What? Whenever I eat food that's been made using the comprised splendimin, I can't taste a single thing. Maybe Emma's cooking killed your taste buds. Maybe it pulled out a gun and shot it away. No, that's not it. It's not just taste. No information or emotions are coming through either. I didn't say anything, but I felt like this ever since we went to that restaurant yesterday. None of the food you or Ade prepared had any flavor whatsoever to me. I thought you would have noticed. All the feedback I gave was vague and oblique, and didn't provide any concrete details regarding their ingredients or other information. I assumed you were just... God, I hate the click-clack sound. I had no idea. This is a really big deal. The thing I hate most about these events is just that they're not voiced. So I don't really like to go through them because it's just text. It's just visual novel, which I don't mind necessarily. But on a stream, it is painful. But I like doing it because it's fun. And it's a simple thing. It's just a small pet peeve of myself. We're going to continue on. It also just takes forever to get through them because you have to read them all. Like, I know I could just not read it and not voice act it, but I like to. But yeah, Brady and Tia would be a menace. Tia mainly because she can just eat all the sweets in the building. And mainly the reason reading is such a pain to me is because my mouth gets really dry really fast. And that's with me drinking water the entire stream. It's gotten better because I don't drink cold water. I drink room temperature water. Which sucks. Because I like cold water. Tell us more, Brady. My loss of taste only seems to happen with food made from the comprised ingredients. Emma and Ade themselves had a flavor to them which I was able to pick up, no problem. And the food made using older ingredients was fine as well. Okay. That's good. So the issue isn't necessarily with you. Once this splendimin issue is resolved, will everything go back to normal? Yes. But we don't know when that will happen. Haven't you been saying that it'll be resolved soon? Have you been lying to me? Is my fridge gonna be empty for the future? Sorry, that was a lie. I'm just parroting what the higher-ups told us to say. Nobody has any idea when things will improve. Gasp! Heartbreak. Chocolate fudge. So we just have to stand around and wait? I can't stand around and wait! Let's stand around and wait. But that would take too long. What do you mean? I can't go that long without a sense of taste. This might sound strange to you, but if I can't taste and thus receive information, I'll end up collapsing in on myself. If I don't taste things continuously, My ability essentially backfires on me. Oh, shit. I'm not sure I fully understand. It's hard to explain. I'm feeling a bit out of it, to be honest. It sounds like eating isn't a very enjoyable activity for you. I didn't expect you to say something like that. But you're right. Forcibly having to eat things and receive their information, like some kind of robot, it's not exactly pleasant. So what should we do? We could head back to the kitchen and check if there are any older ingredients left. We used them all for the lunchbox we gave to the commander. Oh. Darn. Then we could go to the market and try to buy some slightly older ingredients. Although, the restaurants have already started hoarding them. So I'm not sure how much will be left. Oh, or... Crust. Don't worry so much. I'll be fine. The worst thing is that I'll have to suffer for a few days. But... wouldn't it be better if you didn't have to suffer at all? Huh? My thoughts exactly, Mr. Gourmand. There's no need to suffer unnecessarily. Let's look for a solution. There must be a way. The power of teamwork! And a gun! I had quite a few rations in my room. Would those work? Rations? Processed food, instant food. They all taste the same to me, and don't provide much information. I could last half a day on them, but no longer than that. I see. I will be right back. I gotta use the restroom. So, I'll be right back, everybody. I'm alive. Oh, my stomach did not agree with me today. At least it didn't agree with me at that moment. That's my bad. Whew. Those moments when you have to go to the restroom, your stomach's like, go. And you go. And you wait for a minute. And nothing happens. And you're like, okay, I guess I didn't need to go. And you get ready to leave. Close the door, wash your hands. You know, except not in that order, but you know. Walk down the hallway. And then your stomach's like, you know what? You did need to go. And then you have to go. Yeah, my stomach wanted to troll me. Fuck my stomach. Okay, but we're here now, and we're alive. And we got two beautiful women. I see. What did I see? I don't remember the context. Bretty's sexy. Why is it so loud? Hold on. How did the volume go up? I don't know how my volume keeps going up. Yes, my palate is rather demanding, unfortunately. Tumblies, rumblies. Revengeance. I think I have two possible solutions. Two of them? What are they? The first is to solve the Splendiman issue ASAP, so proper food becomes available sooner. What the fuck kind of face is that? Look at that face! They are making her super expressive. That's easier said than done. The second is to find a substitute for Splendiman. That's also next to impossible. However, of the two, the second option might be worth trying. Really? We all know that. There is no substitute for Splendiman. At the moment. If there were Splendiman... Splendiman wouldn't have been created in the first place. However, the important thing is that it makes for a convincing excuse to go up to the surface. We can say that we have to go up and search for a potential Splendiman substitute. If we go up to the surface, under that pretense, you'll naturally have to taste test everything we come across as part of the search! Why does it sound like a very convenient plot in an anime, or a movie, or a show, or a kid's show? And that would mean Bretty would get to explore and enjoy a whole bunch of flavors along the way. Why does it sound like exactly out of a kid's show? Exactly. Considering we have no way of knowing when this situation will correct itself, this is the best option we have available to us. And let's get a move on to the surface. Off we go! The only thing is that we do this, we need to produce tangible results. If we come back completely empty-handed, the commander's reputation would take a hit. I don't mind. You don't? My reputation is stellar enough that I won't falter from something like this. Do you not know who I am? I'm the commander now! I had to do it. I'm the captain now. And who knows, we might actually find a substitute. Well, actually... Never mind. You're right. You're so cool, Mr. Gourmand. But why are you doing all this for someone you only met today? It's not a problem. I've done even worse for Nikkes I've only known for a couple of hours. As a commander, it's my duty to be there for you. I'm also worried about Bretty as well. I told you I'm fine. If that were true, Crust wouldn't be as concerned as she is. So I'm worried about you too. I see. That smile! A smile! God, it's adorable! Definitely. I love the discourse that's come out of her character introduction. So many people are like, oh, they're just catering to this, and they're just doing this. It's like, who gives a shit? It's an actual character that for once is her size. She's chubby. She's fat. She's not super skinny. She's not supermodel. For the love of God, they have stretch marks on her. That's the first time I've seen that on a character. I have never, to my knowledge, outside of special circumstances, seen stretch marks on a female character in an anime that I can remember. I haven't watched every anime, so maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know. She's also adorable as hell. And kinky, but not for the same reasons. Oh, God. Oh, God. There's plenty of bushes around here. Ready? You okay? It's just... This is the first time I've met a commander like you. Oh, boy. She is a very healthy amount. Alright, then. I'll be honored if you came up to the surface with us. No! No.
Commencing operation.
We haven't pulled for her yet. We're gonna do that after we do the event. Aw, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Why was she not shooting? That was weird. That was a weird moment. Like, none of the characters fired a shot.
Together, this will be a walk in the park.
That was weird. Oh, that was weird.
I ought to punish you.
I don't know why my YouTube side has that search thing wrong. Everything else is working. For some reason, the chat's not working. And I've reloaded it like 4 times. On that stage, aiming can get weird. I've only ever had one other instance, and it's only because the enemy was descending from the sky and literally glitched itself out. That's the only time it's ever happened, to my memory. The next day. Dun dun dun. We're allowed to be horny here. You're going to look for a Splendiman replacement? Where did you come up with that idea? Many people are having trouble on the current issue. We're having with Splendiman, and I read that entire sentence wrong. I figured additional food options other than Splendiman would be a good idea. That way, I can also monopolize it for myself. I mean, save the arc. I don't want to take credit for everything. I'm smooth. All we've gotten is word that things haven't been resolved yet. We don't even know how things are progressing. It's quite frustrating. Did anyone from Cooking Oil mention anything? Splenda. No, they're just in the dark as we are. Really? That's strange. At any rate, I hope to hear good news from you soon. Alrighty then. Splenda? Question mark? Min? I head to the elevator with a heavy heart. And a heavier pants. That sounds weird. I should probably recorrect that. Good morning, Mr. Gourmand. Unlimited Milk Works. It's painful for me. It's pain for me. Easiest way to describe it. Morning. Why do you have so much stuff? Oh, this is nothing. I just packed a few essentials. A camping stove, frying pan, pot, tongs, and other tools. Salt, pepper, chili powder, soy sauce, and other seasonings. And why are you bringing all of that? So that when we find something tasty, we can cook it up straight away. That way, Brady can recover more quickly as well. Titty milk laser? Unfortunately, no. I get banned. This is starting to feel like a camping trip. How are you doing, by the way, Brady? Fine. Sometimes I space out, but I'm alright. For now. I see. Let's get going. Okie dokie. Alright. That smile. Everywhere I go, it's that smile. We've been looking for anything edible to eat. Food! Step, step. Ready. What kind of food do you prefer? I'm not sure. It's hard to narrow it down. To put it simply, I like things that I find stimulating. I think we'd all camp something inside of Brady. Then again, Yawn's still my favorite. You mean something like spicy foods? Not stimulating in that sense. I'm talking more about new flavors, ingredients, or textures. That's what I'm into. I'm sure there are plenty of things on the surface that I haven't tried. True. That's why I... Commander? Brady! Mr. Gourmand! I think I found something. Really? Yeah, dial back the horniness a slight bit and use more phrasing. We gotta go Archer levels of horny. Just remember Sterling Archer. Phrasing. It's a plant I've never seen before. Neither have I. What do you think, Brady? Is it edible? Hold on. Lick. It's a taste I've never had before, but it feels similar to water celery. I'm detecting trace amounts of toxins, so you need to be careful when eating it. The seeds appear to have traveled here via wind. For such a hostile and foreign environment, these seeds are really thriving. Bajubblies, Hongabadongas, Pamela Henderson. Yeah. Those are some epic levels of horny. You think that can replace Splendiman? Huh? Oh, no, I meant we found something that Brady can eat. Don't forget that we're also up here to find Splendiman substitutes. Oh, right, right. It won't be easy, but let's give it a shot.
Come on, give me all you got.
Oh, I was sent updates on the emotes that I commissioned. I was sent update that showcased what my character would look like in the emotes. They look so adorable. I'm getting very excited for the debut of the Goblin model in the future. Still a long way off, but I'm getting excited. I'm getting very excited for Goblin Kitsune. Here, try this. Lick. This one won't work, but it does taste nice. What about this one? Lick. This won't work either. It's too difficult to cultivate. Dang, this sure is tough. What is something I need to qualify as a replacement for Splendiman? First, it must be able to grow underground. It needs to contain sufficient nutrients, and for the sake of our own quality of life, it should taste decent. But most importantly, it has to be cheap to cultivate on a mass scale, at a lower cost than it does to manufacture Splendiman. Those are some stringent requirements. That's why I don't think we'll be finding a replacement anytime soon. I see. Still, let's keep looking. Let's go, Brady. Alright. Something about this seems fishy. Let's see. Now that we've found a place to stay for the night, let's get ourselves sorted. From all the specimens we've gathered today, 2 can be eaten as is. 4 need to be treated in some fashion before they edible. And the 13 are inedible. All in all, not bad. I thought so too. Growl. Oh, I'm starving. You must be famished too, Mr. Gourmand. Let's use what we found to whip us up something nice and tasty. Give me just a moment. Alright, thanks. Crust grabs the ingredients and culinary equipment and then heads somewhere to start cooking. Uh-oh, she's spacing out again. Brady, are you alright? Yeah, I think so. I tasted a lot of things today, so I don't feel too out of it. Glad to hear it. Are you hungry? You haven't actually eaten any of the stuff we found. All you've done is lick them. Using the tip of my tongue gives me a better sense of the flavors. Texture, mouthfeel, and other sensations come later. Taste alone is enough to satisfy my appetite, so I'm fine. Holy crap. I must admit that this is a slow and laborious process, though. Usually I have to taste things every waking moment, when I'm not asleep. These candies I carry are for times like this, when I'm unable to taste anything for long periods. But candy that's been newly opened doesn't have a robust flavor to it at all. This ability of mine can be a real pain. Yeah, that must be hard, having to constantly taste things. Constantly having to force yourself to eat, even when it's not enjoyable. Commander, Bang! Food's ready! I've concocted one heck of a succulent meal for you. Go ahead and dig in, Mr. Gourmand. There's some food for you too, Brady. Alright. Wow. In front of us is a spread of dishes that you wouldn't expect could be made with ingredients found on the surface. This flavor. Cue anime sound effects! Lick. Not bad. The different flavors all the flavors all the ingredients blend together nicely. Top-notch cooking as always, Crust. Glad you like it. The portions are a bit small for my liking, though. It can't be helped. I can manage. We'll just have to try harder tomorrow. Yeah.
Come on, give me all you've got. Great. Next.
We're almost done with the chapters. And I can technically rest my voice and not have to voice act or speak. Unless I want to, which of course I do want to speak, but trying to voice act these events is painful. I'm just glad that most of the anniversary events are voiced, because I don't think I could suffer through those. We'll need to camp out tonight. Are you okay with that, Mr. Gourmand? Of course, I'm used to it. Nice. I'll start preparing for dinner. If Brady seems unwell, be sure to let me know straight away. Alright. Will do. Crust leaves to prepare a meal. A look of determination on her face. Oh no. Brady has been spacing out more and more over the past few days. Brady, are you feeling worse? I don't know. I thought I was fine, but I guess there's still something missing in the flavor. I'm sorry to put you and Crust through all of this. You're going through much worse. You're getting hit like a truck with no flavor. There's hardly anything out here for you to taste. There's something I've always wanted to taste. To know what stories it holds. My greatest hope is that one day I will be able to get a taste of it. What is it? Two things, actually. The first is to experience taste as others do. No information, no story, no emotions. Just pure flavor. And the second is... me. What? I mean, you could technically do that. if you really wanted to. I'm not sure I understand. What do I taste like? What's my story? What thoughts, memories, and feelings are stored within me? Would tasting myself bring me happiness? I want to taste it. Even if it's just one bite. A new flavor, a happy flavor. Brady slowly raises her hand and brings it toward her mouth. Brady, wait! Crust! That fucking face. That fucking face. Hearing my call, Crust drops everything and sprints over. Hey! Huh? Crust pulls out an old, tattered wallet from seemingly out of nowhere and proceeds to hold it up to Brady's mouth. Why are you suddenly giving her a wallet? I had no choice. If Brady's condition worsens before we can find the quality ingredients, this is the only option left. God damn, I need to get rid of that card. I hate that card! Nikke fanfiction. Bring it over here. I really want to get rid of that card. I know, and I hate it. Why did I put it so low? Let's see. Let's go with this one. Okay, this one just has humor and romance in it, so... Chocolate Kisses. The commander confronts Anise after discovering his secret snack and drink stash has been raided. The commander stood in the doorway of his office bedroom, arms crossed, staring at the undeniable proof of his recent frustrations. An empty snack wrapper, an open soda can, and crumbs that formed a trail leading to the bed. On said bed was Anise, sprawled out like she owned the place. Her hair tousled as her grin, and her grin as infuriatingly smug as ever. She didn't even try to look guilty. Instead, she wiggled her fingers at him in a mock wave. "You've been busy," he said, his voice dry as he stepped inside and shut the door. "Care to explain?" "Explain what?" she replied lazily, her grin widening. "I have no idea what you're talking about." He held up the evidence, a crinkled wrapper that would once contain his favorite chocolate bar. "This ring any bells?" She tilted her head, feigning ignorance. "Are you accusing me, Commander? Are you saying I'm a liar?" I hate you guys so much. "If the boot fits, Anise," why would we ever say that? He shot back, his voice edged with mock sternness. Her grin turned positively wicked as she stretched languidly, clearly enjoying herself. "Well, I don't wear boots in here, so I think your argument's a bit flawed." The commander sighed, pinching the bridge of his nose. He wasn't in the mood for one of her games. Except he always was. He always loved playing her games. Oddly enough, that's not exactly what they say, but it's kind of what they say. "You've been raiding my snacks again, and my drinks. Do you know how hard it is to find decent chocolate around here?" And I'm not talking... I'm not going to go that far. That's a little rude. I would love to say that line only because they are sexy, but I won't go that far because it can be construed as not right. So I'll just leave it at that. She shrugged, completely unfazed. It's not stealing if you're just leaving it lying around. You should have hidden it better. I did hide it better, he retorted, his voice rising in frustration. How did you even find it this time? And he sat up, propping herself on her elbows. I am imagining this wholeheartedly wrong, that she is just like sprawled on the bed, just like slightly lifted up with her elbows, just going, yeah. Just kind of the moment where the commander is just like, fuck this shit, strips naked and jumps. You know, that's just what I'm thinking. Oh. And he sat up, propping up on her elbows, her grin now a full-blown smirk. A magician never reveals her secrets, Commander. He glared at her, trying to muster up some semblance of authority, but the smug look on her face only made him sigh again. Fine. If you're going to deny it, I'll have to prove it another way. My mind is going for some very dark places, and not in the dark places that are bad, more like the dark places that are like, is this going into hentai territory, or is this going into comedic romance territory? Because right now, it feels like it's going into hentai territory, where it's just like throwing the logic out the window, and all of a sudden they are making the sounds. They're banging. Oh, she quirked an eyebrow, clearly intrigued. And how exactly are you going to do that? He crossed the room in 2 strides. God, he is apparently very tall and the room is very small. Stopping just short of the bed. Without giving her time to react, he leaned down and kissed her, quick and firm. She froze, her eyes wide with surprise as his lips pressed against hers. When he pulled back, he smacked his lips dramatically, his brow furrowed in mock contemplation. Chocolate, he declared. Milk chocolate. That's my stash, all right. Oh, God, I hate you guys. Anise blinked, and then her grin returned, sharper and more dangerous. You think you can get away with a kiss as proof? That's hardly scientific, Commander. Fine, he said, leaning in again, this time slower. Letting his lips linger longer against hers, when he pulled back, he pretended to think it over. His hand on his chin. Yep, definitely chocolate, sweet, with a hint of caramel. Okay, I think that's what we're going to end it on, because if I read any more, I'm going to have to look up Rule 34. I hate the fan fiction, but it's fun. I hate fan fiction, but only because it's fun, and I hate it because trying to find one that we can all vibe with. Bready. It's made of synthetic leather. It must have felt lonely. It's waited in the same spot for so long, hoping for its owner to return. It's been tattered and trampled by raptures, but it's endured all the same. Forever remaining in the same spot. It's a nice flavor. Brady, can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. Thank you for the lovely meal. What in the world just happened? Do you remember when I told you Brady has incredible abilities? Yeah? You said she can find out all there is to know about food. Exactly. And for me, anything that can be tasted can be considered food. So does that mean if I can touch it with my tongue, I can taste it? That means I can taste just about anything. From water and regular food to dirt and inanimate objects. So all that stuff you said about the wallet just now was from tasting it? It's harder for me to deduce everything about objects. I can, however, figure out their structural components and delve into past memories which involve them. The memories come at random, but typically focus on ones that are most vivid. That ability of yours is unbelievable. I wonder how it'd be during sex. I mean, we all were thinking it. We all were thinking it. Everybody's thinking it. Everybody knew it. They're all thinking it. I'm not the only one. I'm going to clip that just because I have a problem. I don't even know if it's going to be the whole context of what I just said. This has to remain a secret. And no one else can know. Why? There's too much potential for others to abuse Bretty's ability. All she has to do is taste something, anything, and she'll be able to reveal everything about it. That is true. That is terrifying. It's an ability that can and should be used for good. But many have tried to use me and my abilities with ill intentions. Uncovering weaknesses or digging up secrets through the memories printed on objects. Just thinking about it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. You must keep this a secret. I beg of you. Please? Can't let our lick-a-tongue be used for evil. No! Only for the thing that we all keep thinking that she's going to be used for, because we're horny as fuck. Alright, I gotta lower my desk. My feet are hurting. I almost lost an earpiece. Hold on. Okay. I'm much more comfortable now. Oh, thank you. This ability has made me know far more than I'd ever want to. But I have to keep tasting things. It's situations like this where I can end up in danger of collapsing in on myself. I try to taste myself. Tasting and chewing over my information, my thoughts, endlessly. So much so that I lose sight of who I am. I keep tasting until I've worn it all down to nothing. Sounds intense. I'm sorry to have dragged you into all of this. Don't be sorry. I'm honored that you feel you can trust me with this secret. We only met a couple of days ago. You really feel that way. Well, at any rate, we don't have many other options. Our primary goal is to make sure Brady's condition improves. So to that end, let's keep searching for anything we can find that's been left behind. If that doesn't work, we've got plenty of trees and dirt around us. Yes, the surface is full of things to taste. And of course, we'll keep looking for anything that could be a potential Splendiman substitute. God damn. Hitting us with the feels in a different kind of way. Usually it's like, you know, the emotional backstory. Like, you know, I died and this happens. Like, you know, Rappy's backstory. You know, Leader and Trina. This is a different kind of pain. We're getting hit with like emotional pain. I'm like losing the sense of self because you can't control yourself. Otherwise you just kind of collapse. I'm not sure if Alzheimer's, like, you know, Alzheimer's would be similar. How you kind of lose yourself as you get older. Well, not as you get older, but as your mind kind of fades. But, like, losing control of yourself to the point where you're just kind of like, you're gone. That's terrifying. Here, try this. Lick. There's no flavor. I can't see this being turned into a decent dish. And what about this? It's an interesting flavor, but it's not edible. Darn. What about this? A mushroom. No kidding. Ooh, and it's an enoki mushroom. It has a nice subtle aroma and pleasing texture. But I'm afraid mushrooms won't work. Why not? It's true that they don't require sunlight and can grow using organic matter. They're quite rich in nutrients as well. A supremely useful food. However, mushrooms are still mushrooms, so they won't work. What does that mean? Splendimin can replicate meat, fruits, and everything in between, including mushrooms. Whereas mushrooms can only be that. Mushrooms. Still, considering how dire the situation is, wouldn't mushrooms be a decent alternative to Splendimin? They'd be fine. They'd be easy to cultivate inside the Ark. Could be mass-produced. Are tasty and packed full of nutrients. That's precisely why they can't work. Trust me, we've tried it before and failed. There are too many practical hurdles to making it work. We'd be better off trying to find something else. They would make for a great meal later, though, so we should still take them with us. Right before we came to the surface, I started feeling something wasn't quite right. I think I'm starting to understand why. Give me 1 second, you guys. Sorry. Family friend came over. A family friend of my mom's came over. And unfortunately, my room is not good for kids. And they had a kid with them. My door is technically not good for kids, but it's safer than my room. So... I know why you're saying mushrooms aren't a viable option. It's because they could cause people to stop relying on Splendimin. Splendimin is the Ark's only food source. Brady has incredible abilities when it comes to tasting. Like, what exactly? Well, nothing too grand. It's just that when I eat something, I can immediately identify everything about it. What ingredients were used, what flavor it has, the nutritional information, precisely how it was made. Things like that. That's incredible! You think so? Brady will eat a rare dish from the surface to analyze them, and I use that data to recreate the flavors in my cooking. That's one of our main undertakings at Cooking Oil. But most importantly, it has to be cheap to cultivate on a mass scale, at a lower cost than it does to manufacture Splendimin. Those are some stringent requirements. That's why I don't think we'll be finding a replacement anytime soon. First, there's Brady's ability. Then there are things that you've both said that indicate you know about Splendimin's production costs. You two must know all the secrets about Splendimin. You're right. That's why both Crust and I have safeguards installed in our brains. What the fuck? The Ark literally is a freaking... God, the Ark sucks balls. We forget how fucked up the Ark is. But yeah, the Ark is royally fucked. They're not even picky eaters are trying to control everything.
I can do this with my eyes closed.
I forget the actual term for it. Did you say safeguards? Yes. Do you know what that is? I've heard of them. I've heard something similar regarding the Protocol Squad. It's probably the same thing. I see. And there's no need for a lengthy explanation. Practically everything about Splendimin is veiled in secrecy. Nothing about it can get out. That's why both of you have been insisting that an alternative Splendimin is impossible. Yes, but we're also telling you the truth. We've done plenty of our own investigating and research, and there's nothing that can fully replace Splendimin. Nor should there be. Eating is an integral part of human life. Nobody knows how Splendimin is made or what ingredients are used. If people were able to eat food from... This is basically the frickin' Snowpiercer. This is Snowpiercer. Levels of We could be eating roaches. Type level of fucked up. It's just Snowpiercer. We're being fed shit we don't know until we find out, and it's just bugs. Made out of people. No, that's Soylent Cola. Futurama. If people were able to eat food from the surface instead, especially if it was cheap and available in large quantities, there would be all sorts of divisions in the Ark. At least, that's what those at the top fear would happen. I won't ask you to tell me about Splendiman. You wouldn't tell me anyways. But I need to at least understand what's happening with these so-called compromised ingredients right now. You both know, don't you? Tell me what the hell is going on! I didn't expect you to be so blunt with your questioning. What's the point in us telling you anyway? What would change? It's not like there's anything you could do to change it. I want to be in this together with you. I love that face. And before I can help you both, I need to know why this is happening. Shut up, phone! Give me a second. Nothing important. We don't know much either. There's been a problem in the Splendiman production process, and that's pretty much all we know. We also suspect that's why nothing has any flavor anymore. They've put safeguards in place to ensure I can't get to the bottom of it through my abilities. Those dickbags. I know. However, when we were sent out to dispose of the Splendiman, we did hear something. Pretty. It's alright, Crust. The main ingredient used to make Splendum is something the Ark can source very cheaply. And a single unit of it can produce massive amounts of Splendiman. That's why you're convinced nothing can replace it. Exactly. I didn't realize there was such an abundance of resources up on the surface. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome! It has been a hot minute. I don't remember. I feel like I should remember. And I hate that. I hate not remembering. There's an abundance of resources, to be sure. Unfortunately, it's not on the surface. Yeah. Anyway, the workers who make this stuff are all mass-produced Nikkes, who undergo a rigorous screening process beforehand. They eat, sleep, and work at this... Jesus fucking Christ! When we went to receive our orders after the incident, we heard one of the mass-produced Nikkes had disappeared without a trace. That's all we know. And so that's all we can tell you. I see. We may never uncover the truth. Sometimes having no answer is the answer. But surely you can't be pleased with how things are currently. It's that obvious, huh? Our squad's entire existence is based around creating and tasting food. Food is not something to be trifled with. And I don't like the food in the Ark. It lacks a story. What do you mean? The flavors of the food from the surface contain stories. A river behind a mountain evaporates and turns into rain. That rain breathes life into desiccated seeds that were dying before. The seeds travel and interact with various insects and other animals, taking in nutrients and eventually bear fruit. Everything in the Ark, on the other hand, tells the same identical story. For someone like me who needs to experience different flavors, it's very trying. I've endured by delving into the stories of the chefs, imagining how exactly they prepare their ingredients. So of course, I'm not happy about this situation where Splendiman is a staple. I see. Nothing's going to change anyway. Everything will return back to the way it always has been. Nevertheless, it still feels good to have confidence in you, confided in you, Thank you for listening to my story, Commander. Don't mention it. It must have been difficult to be so open, and I appreciate you telling me. I really am curious. Gulp. What was she gulping? Was it her lollipop? Giant rapture! Quick! Kick its nuts! It's a rapture, sir. It doesn't have nuts. It does now! Is it wrong that it'd be funny to think of like a rapture not having nuts and then putting like fake nuts on it and then kicking it and all of a sudden the rapture just kills over? You can just hear the rapture go, "Oh, my balls!" And then everybody just goes, "Wait, it didn't have balls. How did it feel that?" And then you hear one of the commanders go, "It always happens." So, did you find any ingredients that could serve as a substitutes? No, we didn't. And why not? We couldn't find anything suitable. And we never will. You seem quite certain about that. And went about as well as expected. Thank you for your efforts. Deputy Chief Anderson, do you know anything about Splendiman? Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Splendiman today? No, I don't. And frankly, I don't care. Why are you curious about it? Yes, I am. Understandable. But even if you did know everything about it, it wouldn't change anything. Yes, we'll have to continue consuming Splendiman. That's right. Anyway, it's nearly time for my next meeting. You'll have to excuse me. Sure. The instigating factor behind the incident has been identified as a malfunction in the machinery used for storing Splendiman. All affected Splendiman has been disposed of, and additional measures will be taken to ensure such incidents do not occur again. Finally! I know it was only a few days, but it felt like eons. I'm so glad things are back to normal. Let's go treat ourselves today. Great idea. What should we eat? Do you have anything in mind, Commander? Rappy. Rappy, is that you? We're planning on going out to eat. Got any suggestions? You're heading out for food? Is the commander coming along? Yeah. Sorry, but you'll have to take a rain check, Commander. Why? We received an invitation from Cooking Oil. The mailing address is from their private kitchen. It seems they want to serve you a private meal. Cooking Oil? Does that mean Crust is going to cook for you? Aw, man, I'm so jealous. I want to go too. Me too, I want to join. They don't run any type of restaurant, so it's next to impossible to get a chance to taste their food. The invitation is addressed only to the commander. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, I guess there's nothing we can do. We'll have to go and find something even tastier. Yeah! We'll all have a nice meal together next time. Absolutely. Enjoy your meal. That smile, man! Rappy's smile is not fair. Now get ready to head to the address written on the invitation. La-dee-da! Bubble bubble. Burble burble, simmer stew. Sizzle. Sizzle sizzle. Let's grill some meat. Shwoom. That must be the door. Oh, hi, Brady. Come and sit. It's almost ready. Okay. I hope Mr. Gourmand likes it. Knock, knock, knock. No, he's here. Oh boy, I'm so nervous. More nervous than I was filming the first episode of my show. Come on, Crust. You can do this. Come on in. Upon hearing the boisterous voice booming from the kitchen, I'm certain I found the right place. I press the door button. Shwoom. Welcome, Mr. Gourmand, to the cooking oil kitchen, where the air is filled with the aroma of delicious food. Hi, how you been? Fantastic! That goes without saying. I'm so happy we could finally invite you to our kitchen. Here, have a seat. Thanks. Today I've prepared a proper multi-course meal for you. For the horse d'ivore, you'll be starting with shrimp canapes? Wow, so fancy. I appreciate it. Yes, thank you, Crust. What is this strange feeling? It's as if a light bulb has gone off in my brain. It's so delicious, I'm overwhelmed. Toasted bread, cheese, ham, hollandaise sauce, shrimp. And you were ecstatic when you made it, due to thinking of the commander. The flavors imbued with an effervescent joy. It's impressive that you can pick out all the individual ingredients. There's plenty more still to come. For the next course we have... Oh god, we're gonna die of food. That was amazing. Thank you, Crust. No, thank you, Mr. Gourmand. It was wonderful to see you enjoying the food so much. So, is the whole Spoinerman incident over and done with? Yeah. Everything's back to normal. There's nothing more to uncover. And the affected restaurants and stores are being compensated. The complaints have died down and people are commending the government's response to the whole affair. I have to admit, it doesn't really sit well with me. Still, I'm at least glad that Brady can taste again. Look at that face. Thank you for saying that. Nope. Commander, I have a request. What is it? Hold on, Brady. You're not actually going to... Yes. I want to taste you, Commander. Come again. Humans are inherently fragile beings. Yet, they carry an abundance of memories, emotions, and experiences. At first, my curiosity was minor. But as time passed, it became more intense. What would the commander taste like? Brady, you said you dislike tasting humans. I do. Most of them either taste terrible or barely have any flavor. But I think the commander will be different. I think I'll have a new flavor. Commander, will you let me? Fuck yeah. I extend my hand out to Brady. It's not like you're going to take a bite out of me. She's simply going to lap me with her tongue, so it's no big deal. Very well. Thank you so much. Lick. Oh, so that's the picture I kept seeing. Yep. They knew what they were doing. Fucking down bad. What is that? Lick. Lick, lick, lick. Brady, what are you doing? It's strange. So strange. It's most unusual, Crust. What is it? I can't sense anything. Emotions, information, his backstory, nothing. I love how they just kind of make it like play into like, yeah, you're a player character, you have no backstory. Nothing. All I'm picking up is sweetness. What? Really? Yes. I'm simply getting the taste and nothing more. My mind doesn't feel overwhelmed. Oh god, she's gonna start wanting to lick us constantly. which I'm perfectly okay with. It's not some strangely exotic or stimulating flavor, but I can actually taste it. Unbelievable. At long last, I finally found it. The taste I've been searching for all my life. I love it. I love this game. One beautiful beyond all comprehension. Pure and untainted by information. It's divine. Bon bouche. Remember what I told you before? That's a word we describe a taste that surpasses all others. If that's the case from today on, I'll refer to the commander as such. This is the most heavenly taste I've ever experienced, so it's only appropriate. I'm not sure how I feel about being called bon bouche. Crust, is there any way we could incorporate bon bouche into some dishes? They do. I mean, she's already adorable, so just seeing her, like, lick her finger, just kind of, like, take her behind in the bedroom, for God's sakes. What are you saying? Surely there must be a way. What if we use a few strands? You're telling me you want to cook with hair? Would his hands and face taste different than the finger? She's trying to kill me now! I think she wants to kill me. What about other parts of the body? It'll all be so delicious. I'm starting to get a little horny. I've never seen bready like this before. Bon bouche, please. Could you let me taste you again from time to time? Please, just a lick or two. Like this. Well... My goodness, I haven't even thanked you properly yet. My greatest thanks to you for letting me experience the pure sensation of taste for the first time. You're welcome, I guess, and I'll see you next week. Would it be alright if I kept one of your fingers in my mouth for the entire day? Of course! Fuck yeah! Ignore what that says in the prompt. We're not saying that. Brady, get a hold of yourself. I've never tasted anything like this before. Something that brings me so much happiness. It's absolutely incredible. Oh, I was not expecting them to go that route.
Another victory for us, thanks to me.
I can just imagine the commander walking around one day and just having Brady, like, attached to him, licking him constantly because she's, like, tasting him. Just constantly licking his finger. And then we even get that as the thing. Perfect. I love it. I love it to death. Oh, that was, without a doubt, one of the best storylines. Oh, God. If we don't rail the Brady. I also find it funny that they even added her upskirt shot to Crust. Like, why did you give us an upskirt shot of Crust and then put a donut in front of her? Like, really? You have the gall. You have the gall to do that. Oh, that was fun. That was one of the more fun stories that I got to experience. I'm not gonna lie, I skip a lot of the events like that because, again, they're not voiced. But I know the earlier parts of the story aren't as good as the later parts because that's when they start really getting you with all the stuff. But I gotta say, that story was pretty good. And of course, since it's okay, I got somebody I don't have. We got Trina,
the caretaker of trees. You are always welcome to rest in my embrace.
We got Trina from a mold. I was not expecting that. I like how I couldn't get her pulling for her, but I do a random mold and I get the character I wanted to get last time. That has to be the biggest flex that I've ever seen on a stream. Like, we didn't get Trina from the polls, but they gave her to us from a mold. The largest of flexes. Yeah, that describes Lucky on a whole nother scale.
You are the perfect candidate to be my secretary.
I'll read those on off the stream because those are going to be painful to read. Alright, let's do some polls. Is my luck finally going to change? Are we finally going to pull our Breddy? Nope. Alright, we'll do one more 10 pull. That's all the pulls we can do. Because I'm trying to save up pulls. Oddly enough, I'm not even trying to save up pulls for like the anniversary. I'm just saving up pulls for Yon. Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to have Breddy because she's adorable as hell and I love her design. And the fact that you actually see stretch marks on a character. She has stretch marks, which most games and companies don't even try.
Did you bring the food? Can I have some?
Who's her voice actress? Brittany Karbowski. She sounds good to me.
Delicious.
She's adorable. I find it funny that she's a sniper rifle. Okay. Wow, you actually show the upskirt. I'm not used to that. Like, even her chibi model has the pudge.
No one can come to our kitchen unless they are invited.
Why do I feel like I know this voice actress?
Do you have any tasty treats?
I feel like I've heard her before, but I can't tell. With only these few lines.
Did you bring the food? Can I have some? Delicious. When are you getting back? I'm hungry. No one can come to our kitchen and I'm gonna get something to eat. Personally, I recommend the Maid Cafe.
I feel like I've heard her voice before, but I can't put my finger on it. That or I'm just thinking that she sounds somebody like somebody I know, like another voice actress. So we didn't get Breddy, but we did get ready. Oh, I hate myself. I hate myself occasionally. There it is, right there. Who skill cutscene did I get? Oh yeah, I got Viper recently. Viper finally got 3 stars. Which I wasn't expecting. I think I got Viper from a random 10 pull I did.
You are the
Alright, now that we're done with the event, we can do the one thing I've always wanted to do. Go look at characters real quick. let's check Bay. I can level up her skills.
I'll let you make
Oh, sorry, Bay.
by my side. I don't see anything worth being afraid of.
She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, like at least 7 beauty marks. So she's automatically. Oh, that's the wrong screen. I got Elig.
What are you up to today? Getting in a good boom session, I bet.
Fortunately, we can't upgrade her stuff. Oh, we gotta go to the commanders. We gotta go to the outpost. We gotta go smack Trina in the sink machine. I could level them all up, but I want to save my level ups. Trina, and you go.
We must thank Sun, shouldn't we, little ones?
Go ahead and add another slot. Did I not claim? No, I did. I did. I'm dumb. So we didn't get Brady. We did get Trina, though. The weirdest flex I've ever had in a video game. Missing out on the new banner character, but getting the old banner character. Commander, before you move, let me explain something. You cannot use the quick battle features on the surface. The quick battle feature is only available in specific chapters when my power is higher than standard power. You can check whether a quick battle is possible. Let's keep moving out, Commander. I'm guessing it's not available since it's not there.
I will move as you wish.
Besides, I probably won't ever use quick battle just because it gives us stuff to talk about when they're in fights.
Your king shall secure another victory for the crown. Let's finish this quickly.
Yeah, personally, I probably won't ever use quick battle unless I'm doing it off stream. That's only because
Sexy, perhaps?
I actually like having to talk, a chance to talk. Now, granted, for like if somebody who's not streaming and they just want to get through it, that's understandable, you know.
Did you see? Your king has won another.
But for me, it's like an optional feature that's kind of nice. Gives me the chance to do stuff. But I don't think hard battles. I don't think hard mode is available for quick battle. Probably only a main scenario.
Don't underestimate me just because I'm a student.
Let's finish this quickly.
I think the only one I'd use it on. I think the only one I'd use it on is the one that you have to defend. The one wall fight.
Just a little more.
I think other than that, I wouldn't touch it only because I don't like having to wait 3 minutes. It's kind of like the co-op fights where you have to survive, or you know,
Let's go back and enjoy ourselves.
the I forget the name of them. The one stages where you have to fight the super bosses.
Is this a new venue for the party? Proceeding to target.
Those types of stages are a little annoying, only because you know you gotta wait. If you can't kill the boss, you just survive until you can kill the boss. But no, that was a nice story. It was a bit different in the way of like hitting us emotionally. It was an emotional story that hit us differently than the others, which was a nice change of pace, other than, yeah, I had bad stuff happen to me and this is my past. You know, having Brady's past basically be her sense of taste being destroyed. She can't enjoy food until she licks us and gets very high off of our lick. We're her crack
Did you
cocaine.
see? Your king has won another victory.
We're her drugs. We're Brady's drugs.
I'll follow along.
You got any
Moving.
you got any
Step up.
commanders
Proceeding to target.
behind the camera? Oh, I had to say it at least once. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry, but I'll say it anyways. I'm not really sorry, but the bready version of catnip. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Let's finish this
Look at that juicy, juicy rear end. You know, Rappy did take after Red Hood in one aspect. Rappy did take after Red Hood in one aspect at least.
Yet, is it? Let's go back and enjoy ourselves.
I still remember the scene where she's like, I know she's small, but
Encounter. Moving.
when she talk about Rappy's boobs. Ah, fun times. And then we got emotionally hit for death.
Without pain.
Yeah. I'm wondering how the the half anniversary is going to be this year. Like, we already kind of know who the character is going to be. Like, we already kind of know that it's going to be Siren, because, you know, the story's leading up to it. Yeah, Red Hood is actually pretty tall. Strikingly, she's very tall. Compared to others. It also made me realize how short Rappy is. But no, it's gonna be interesting. We kind of already know the character.
Hold on a little longer.
They've already really heavily hinted at who it's gonna be, just from the story alone. Which is gonna be funny because this will be the second time. Second time. Oh no, maybe first, because I think we were still doing the main story. No, we finished it. Yeah, this will be the second time that I get to participate in an event, having been completely caught up on the main storyline.
I will move as you wish.
Which doesn't seem like a big deal, but to someone like me, it is a very big deal.
Proceeding to target. Encounter.
It's a very big
My
deal.
feet keep getting caught in the hem of this dress.
Which is nice for me, because that means I get to enjoy the story. God damn it, I hate this fight. Just what I was saying, you know, I don't like these kinds of fights. Wish I could skip them. There it is, right in front of me.
Preparing to reload. I can still keep fighting. Reload. How heavy your burden. Let's finish this quickly. Let's finish this
Oh
quickly.
shit. Why is it more?
I've got this. This outfit is a real Hold on a little longer. Time out. Hold on a little longer.
Oh, that's probably why. Sorry, I'm checking something real quick. Since
Preparing to reload.
we're waiting for this to end.
This outfit is a real drag.
Class is over. What do you say we go back and enjoy the festival again?
I'll have to message him if it's okay if I can wait to pay it. I was not expecting it to be that expensive. I'll bring up that to message them real quick after stream.
Proceeding. Encounter. I will move as you wish.
Yeah, I'm trying to commission something, and I knew it was going to be expensive, but the price went up a little bit
Your
because
king
of,
shall secure
you
another
know,
victory
streaming
with crown.
fees that people add. And that's fine, because, you know, commercial fees and whatnot. They are painful. But I have to respect the artist for what they put. So I just messaged the artist if they're alright with me waiting to pay, because I can't afford it at the moment. Thought the price would kind of go down a little bit.
As long as we're together.
Unfortunately,
I will never fall.
it went up. So I don't get paid. Today's the 29th, right? I don't get paid next week. I get paid the 8th. Shit.
I'll follow along.
Ugh, my feet keep getting caught in the hem of this dress. I will meet
I'll just have to ask them if they're okay with waiting, or if they want me to cancel and then put it in later.
Don't underestimate me just because I'm a student.
Preparing to reload. This outfit is a real drag.
I'm sorry.
Did you see? Your king has won another victory.
I messaged the artist, letting them know that I won't have the money until the 8th. Unfortunately. I'd love to say I have it now, which I technically do. The only problem is I still have to pay my editor because he's working on a video. And I had already agreed for that project for him. This was something I kind of...
Commander.
I could have waited for this project that I'm wanting to do. I could have waited for it, but... I thought I'd get it cheaper, but my mind did not realize how dumb I was. It's like they always say, don't make financial decisions at 6 in the morning. Which for me is like 2 in the morning. Actually, for me is like 7 o'clock at night. You know, 6 o'clock in the morning is not the right moment to realize
What do you say we go back and enjoy the festival again?
that, yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm not saving much over a year, so I can get rid of that. Sorry, I just looked over my email and there's like a crap ton of not spam, like junk mail. I hate having junk mail. Yeah, I was commissioning some new stuff for my debut, and I didn't take into account that their commercial fee said times base price. So what I thought would have been cheaper if I only did it this way turned out to be more expensive. Which, you know, I can't complain. The artist set the price, and I will pay it. I just don't have the money at the moment. And I don't want the artist to sit there waiting for something that they could take another project that'll, you know, pay them sooner than me. Because I get paid every 2 weeks. So, unfortunately, I don't have the money right now. And I still need to pay my my editor for when he does the next video. Which I already agreed on last week. So, again, the editor takes more priority since I already agreed to pay him. But if the artist is okay with waiting, it is expensive, but only if you do it the dumb way. Which, for me, is buying custom stuff. You don't need to have personalized, you know, overlays. You don't need them. You don't need the fancy streaming stuff. Here's the fun way. It's fun in the aftermath. Leading up to that is the painful part.
Step back. Proceeding to target.
Like leading up to the fun is the painful part because you have to go through that.
Don't underestimate me just
And that's painful. But yeah, I explained to the artist, I messaged him saying, you know, I was like, I didn't take into account the commercial fee, and I won't have the money until the 8th. If you don't mind waiting, I'll pay it then. If not, I can cancel it. But I do want to work with this artist because I've worked with them before. I don't use the overlay much anymore because I don't have that theme. But
I'm sorry.
Back when I had my 1.1 Kitsune form, so it wasn't even 2.0, it was 1.1. My 1.1 Kitsune form is when I use the overlay.
Let's go back and enjoy ourselves.
So I just hope they accept it. Sorry, I was checking some stuff. But yeah, you don't need, the thing is that a lot of people, like for VTubing, it's more expensive than face cam streaming. The most you need for face cam streaming is your face, a decent camera, and a background. And I only say a background just because, you know, if your room is inappropriate like mine, you could get banned. So, you know, green screen, background, giant blanket, you know. Oh shit, I forgot. This is actual, I gotta actually control this shit. Yeah, you don't need to get all that stuff. You don't need a super expensive microphone. You just need a decent microphone. You don't need all the expensive stuff. Don't do what I did when I first started out and spend money on expensive things that you don't need to spend money on. But I enjoy it, so that's why I did what I did. Looking back, I'm like, I could have probably not spent money on that. Instead, I could have gotten this.
I will never fall.
But, you know, you learn from your mistakes. That is true.
I'll follow along.
I was using a very shitty microphone at the time. I didn't really know how to use it.
Proceeding to target.
But sometimes microphones, no matter how good the settings, the microphone itself sucks. I had a $40 microphone that I had bought that technically worked.
Engaging with enemy.
It was terrible, but it worked. Like, even with some settings, it was not the best. I then got, I think, a Razer microphone, which was fine. But when I got the Go XLR, it didn't work very well with it because I had to get an amplifier that caused a lot of issues that made it really bad to the point where I had to fork over the money for an XLR microphone. Of course, I went for the Shure SM7B because, you know, it's brand name, it's fancy. It is fancy, but I could have gotten another microphone for like half the price. That's probably just as good. And right now, I don't want to buy another microphone because they're expensive.
I will move encounter.
I'll follow along.
But yeah, you don't need expensive stuff. You don't need the most expensive thing. Sometimes the cheap stuff is good. Like, I bought a refurbished iPhone for my tracking because apparently you can't just buy an iPhone. You have to buy an iPhone with a service provider. But you can get a refurbished one without having to worry about that. That's what I did. But again, you don't need anything expensive. You want to sound good, that's the main thing. The main thing before you start spending hundreds of dollars on everything is get a decent microphone. Your audio quality always matters. And until you figure out what's best for you in those settings, keep working on it. Even like right now, I feel my settings are shit. I feel that I don't sound very good.
Step back. Moving.
I always feel like my voice is terrible. That's only because I know there's an actual phrase because they have, you know, phobias for everything, but like always feel like your voice is inadequate no matter what you do type deal. I forget what it's called, but I feel like I have that. So yeah, like for VTubing, you can always get pre-made models that people allow you to use. Some of the biggest streamers use pre-made models for a long time. You don't need to get anything expensive. You can find, you know, free overlays that people have shared that you can use. All sorts of stuff out there for free and cheap. Don't be like me. Don't be an idiot. Be smart.
As long as we're together, I will never fall.
Be smarter than the idiot that I am so that you can be better in the future. Because I'm an idiot. I admit that. I'm dumb. God. Damn.
Proceeding to target. I will move as you wish.
Is this a new venue for the party?
I will move as you
So many
wish.
corpses. I thought we were closer to the end. We are not close to the end.
Don't underestimate me just because I'm a student.
Still don't know why the chat isn't working in YouTube. Granted, it's not like anybody's over there. But I don't know why the chat's not working. Like, the stream's working, but the chat's not. And I don't know why.
Hold on a little longer.
But yeah, for those wondering, I am currently working on getting all my debut stuff ready for Goblin Kitsune in the future. I've got some of the emotes commissioned. And I say some, I mean like 3 or 4.
Class is over. What do you say?
Of the many emotes that I need, which,
Festival again.
oddly enough, are going to be the more... well,
Is this a new venue
venue for
No.
the
I'll follow
The
along.
model was the most expensive still. But there's a whole backstory behind that. But, yeah, I'm slowly trying to get everything together.
Because I'm a student.
If I have at least all the stuff I have to spend money on paid for,
Let's finish this quickly.
then I'll be okay. Because once I have everything purchased, I can start doing the other stuff that I need to do. That has nothing to do with money. Like getting the model set up and, you know, ready to be used properly. That I can't do if, you know, I don't have it paid for. But, yeah, there was some unexpected expenses that unfortunately came up.
As long as we're together, I will never fall.
One of the expenses was something neither me nor the artist knew that we needed.
Proceeding to target.
Oh,
Moving.
it was right there.
I'll follow.
I trust you, teacher.
I will move.
Because we had to, we had to get this thing in order for this thing we have planned to work.
I will protect you as I
And
protect
we
all.
didn't know that we were going to need it, so we both had to spend money on it
He's a real trash.
in order to get this thing in the future to work, which put me behind more than I wanted to because I want to use it for something else, but I had to use it for that. So unfortunately, I am a little behind on things that I wanted to use it for. Just explosions! Calm down, my man. Calm it down just a little bit. Please?
He's a real trash.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, there's my stupid story. Okay, you know what? You are not dying.
How do I look?
You are targeting everything but the thing that needs to die. Murder beam, go burr.
Oh, shall we?
Murder beam. Activate.
How do I look? Sexy, perhaps?
Murder beam!
Back.
See how easy that was? See how easy that was? Murder beam, go burr.
Over. What do you say we go back and enjoy the festival again?
Proceeding to target. Is this a new venue for the party?
I'll follow along.
But I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to some D&D tomorrow.
It is time to show the majesty of the kingdom.
I actually have things prepared for tomorrow. Unlike last week where I didn't have anything outside of the original fight plan.
Sorry.
Which is very true. I actually did not have anything else planned for the session that day other than the original fight. Not that I didn't have, like, you know, things packed away, but like the general thing was that I only had the initial fight planned out. So unfortunately, things had happened. This time I got more things planned out. And, oh shit, Crown is dead. How the fuck did Crown die?
Next.
Okay, well, you fuckers, you fuckers all die now.
Just wait until
I'm glad I have Naga. Or at least another 2-star to replicate the murdered 2-star.
Let's wipe them out and head back.
Right as they do it, they all stop spawning. I like how they just all start folding because they all die. Oh. Still don't know who killed Crown.
I'm glad I was able to protect everyone.
Sorry. There's a funny meme. But yeah. I am
Step back. Proceeding to target.
slowly trying to do things the right way. And then my brain's like, you know what? Just commission everything at once. Every artist will be perfectly fine with that.
Watch over me.
They aren't going to be upset that they have to wait at all. And then in my mind, I know for a fact I should have waited. I should have waited to commission this one artist for the thing I'm trying to go for.
I'm sorry.
And in my mind, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'll get a discount or it won't be as expensive because, you know, I didn't do this. And then... No, that's not how it worked. And now I'm like, fuck.
Class is over.
But again, that's my own fault. It's nobody else's fault. It's mine. Unfortunately, I am a dum-dum. And the dum-dum that I am...
I will move as you wish.
am a dummy dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Dum-da-dum-dum-dum-dum. Dum-dum-dum-dum. Dump. Wow, wow.
Guess
I
I
don't know.
have no choice but to fight.
I'm sorry.
Next.
I have problems. And you're here for the ride. Yeah. You ever played God Eater games? I've played God Eater 3. I have not played the other ones. I only know of 3 storyline.
Glad I was able to protect
I've watched
you.
the anime for God Eater, the one that came out a while ago. So I know the storyline for that one, for the game.
Moving.
But, yeah, I don't know anything else about God Eater other than that's
I
that
will
the
send you
that the
all
girl
away.
from God Eater 3 must be protected at all costs, and she's her daughter. Oh, yeah, I know it's kind of like Monster Hunter in a way.
Let's finish this quickly.
Less flashy, unfortunately. But me and my friend played 3 a lot. Played 3 a lot. We both enjoyed it.
As long as we're together, I will never.
I kind of wish I hadn't played it, only because I want to play it again, and I want to experience it for the first time type deal.
I'll follow along.
Kind of like those scenarios where you're like, man, this game was fun. I wish I hadn't played it so I could play it again.
I'm actually good in real life battles.
It's fun. It has its quirks. It's of course not trying to be a Monster Hunter clone, so it's not like, you know, trying to be something that it's not. It does have its fun and flair. The oversized weapons are a little weird only because, you know, context being what they are, it's weird for them to be wielding those kinds of weapons. Like, you know, Monster Hunter, it makes sense. They're giant monsters. I think God Eater has some smaller monsters that you can fight, but again, that's just a thing for that's just a weird thing for me to get at. You know, giant weapons are always weird in any context. So even technically in Monster Hunter, wielding those giant weapons is still weird.
As you wish.
But no, it was a good game.
Counter.
I'll follow
Like I said, I kind of wish I didn't remember anything about it so I could play it again and be completely surprised when everything happens. I was a little sad at the ending for it, for 3, only because, you know, the storyline kind of ended and there wasn't anything after it. Except for, you know, go hunt monsters type deal. And unfortunately, that makes me sad because I wanted more stuff about the game, but the game never gave it to me.
Under the light of the kingdom, all shall kneel.
I'm one of those people where, like, if I can infinitely do things, you gotta give me a reason for it.
See, perhaps?
Give me a reason for my infinite need to go murder monsters. Aside from the fact that I'm very, very horny. God damn. We literally murdered that thing.
Class is over.
Grad 1 and 2, never gave them a
What do you
chance.
say we go back and enjoy the
Well, I mean,
festival
if you
then?
still have them, go ahead and give them a try.
Proceeding to target.
If you don't have them, then, you know, if you get them cheap, you know, pick them up. Try them out.
Encounter. I will move as you
The
wish.
most you do is you waste a couple of bucks, and you have 2 games you may never play. Unfortunately.
Shall we start with a glass of wine?
But you won't know unless you try. And unfortunately, we can't rent games anymore. One of the things I really loved about Blockbuster. You know, Blockbuster in the old rental days. Rent a game, and you can play it, try it, put it in, play. Nowadays, you put it in and play, you gotta wait 4 hours for it to download. It's one of the things I really hate about games nowadays. Alright, you got your game. Good for you. Guess what? Wait 6 hours to download the game because your internet is shit. And then you can play the game tomorrow because you just lost all the time you were going to have to play that game because you had to download it. That 2 hours rule for refunds can only go so far for huge games. True, true. But if you're playing a game and you don't feel comfortable within the first few hours, or at least we're like, you know, maybe this will get better, or kind of like how I was playing Sparking Zero, you know, the new Dragon Ball game, and I was not enjoying it. I played it for a couple hours. Thankfully, they were able to give me my refund for it, but I just, you know, I didn't vibe with the game. If you can't feel a vibe with a game in like the first 2 hours,
Did you see? Your king has won
in any
another
form, like, you know, hey, the story's good, but the gameplay's terrible type deal, you know, it's hard for me to say what I'm trying to make sense of, but, you know, if you don't vibe with a scenario, it's probably best not to push it. Yeah. And that is true. You know, game starts out terrible, but then ends up being really, really fun later on.
Hold on a little longer.
But, you know, at the same time, if you're not missing out on much money,
Sexy
excuse me, if you don't use,
under the light
we'll
of the
say,
kingdom.
if you spend $5, you know, to get the game, even if you don't even if you give it a chance and, like, you know, halfway through the game you're just like,
Wipe them out and head
I
back.
can't keep going because it's terrible, you don't miss out on much because you didn't spend too much. But, you know, I can still understand wanting to get the money back regardless.
Did you see?
One of the reasons why I try not to spend money on random things like gachas, because, like, I want my money to actually go towards something. It's like, I want my money to actually feel like it was worth it. Which, you know, sometimes, unfortunately, never does feel like it was worth it. Yeah, if you still have them, that's good. That means you don't have to spend money. Alright, we're going to do 2 standard pulls real quick, just because we have 2 tickets. Oh, we got Rappy. Yeah, how fun. Making money worth and Yon not good together. Hey, don't insult my waifu. She's my waifu.
I'm interested in other things as well.
Oh. We are Yon appreciators in this house. We do not insult the waifu. I still need to work on her, get her proper. Nah,
You
she's
are the
perfect.
perfect candidate to be my secretary.
Perfection. I still have these 3 things. I haven't used those 3 dolls yet. Really glad they don't have an expiration date on those. I'd be really pissed. Yonder. I'm not that crazy. Maybe. A little bit. Yeah, we did get Trina. We finally got Trina. From a mold still. That's still funny. There's a wasteland train. But I love Yon. She's the entire reason I got back into the game after I quit. If they hadn't given her a bikini, I can tell you right now, I would not be playing the game. You know, granted, if they had given her any outfit at all, like if they had given her any outfit, I would have come back. But they gave her a bikini.
Peeled for any opportunities is something any true entrepreneur should be doing.
We worship the greatness. We worship the greatness. Look at those thighs. Look at those thighs. Look at those assets. I'm more of a Snow White, but the dedication. Are you Small White or Snow White? They're both adorable. There she is. Snow White.
I will not stop until the surface has been reclaimed and returned to its rightful owners.
I hate how we can never see her tushy. Show us the goods! Share the love for food. I think Snow White just enjoys any food at this point. We got regular Red Hood.
I'd love to hear any music recommendations you have.
And of course we have Dress Red Hood.
Hey girl, wanna dance with me later? Just kidding. Just kidding.
I think we all know why. Regular Red Hood is good. Do not get me wrong. Love the design. I love the outfit. We all know why. Her standard skin's nice. I do like it.
Come here. They're finally playing some oldies.
I just like her
This
dress.
music is perfect for a party.
I just like her dress burst animation where it's just like all the girls are kind of like in the background. Of course, my 3 favorite Nikkes are Yon, Naga, and Bay. Noir is cool. Don't get me wrong. I love Noir.
You'll always be with me in Blanc, won't you?
But she's got a sister complex. Of course, we have our ever faithful guard dog.
Commander, I cracked the case today. Aren't I a good girl? The commander will let you tease him for being a puppy. But not too much.
Alright, who do we not have? I think we're missing limited Nikke. I think we're mainly missing the limited Nikkes. Will be a nightmare though. Quincy, Flora. Alice, Rouge, and Bretty. So we're only missing 5 Nikkes. Oh yeah, Anchor was added to it as well. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, that's right. I got Anchor. Where is she? I'm blind, apparently. Ah, there she is. We're missing anchor. Or mast. Anchor. Mast. I'm stupid. Yeah, I forgot that they were during the beach thing. Or not during the beach thing, during the Valentine's thing. Which was beach themed. Which was weird. Maybe one day they'll give Yan a favorite item so I can finally give her one. I'm kind of not liking how it's only limited, like, it's only 3 Nikkes, isn't it? No, it's more than 3, because they had Diesel, Exia, Frima, and Laplas, right? Those were the original ones. And then they added Viper, Miranda, Helm, Drake, and Milk. So it was 4 original, and then they added 5, right? Or am I... Beach made Pirate Cafe. It was a strange one. It really was. Granted, it was pretty fun, though. It was still fun. Could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. Still a very fun event. Still a very fun event. Oh, wow. Was not expecting that. Come on! Darn. I would have loved that 3.3% chance to succeed. That would have been funny. Get 2 max levels in one. Yeah, if only.
With you by my side, I don't see anything worth being afraid of.
She's got 1, 2, 3, 4 on her front. You got 1 on her cheek, 1 on her boob, 1 on her belly, 1 on her leg. And then behind, she's got 1 on her back. And then 1 on her side boob. I think that's the same one from the front. So she has 6 beauty marks. Which means she's the most beautiful. Regardless of how much I love Yan. Which I do love her.
Do you think I will only want to do business with you? I'm interested in other things as well.
She was one of my first Nikkes. The first SSR character I ever got was Guillotine. But Yan was the first one that I got that I really was like, I like this character a lot. I like her aesthetic, I like her hair, I like her eyes. I like the accent the voice actress used. The voice actress really nailed this character. And it sucks that she doesn't get any respect in the community. It sucks, I say. It sucks! Maybe one day a character that I like and adore in a game will actually get the love that everybody else wants to give their characters. Because I always seem to like the character that nobody likes, or very few people like. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Red Hood. I love Modernia. I love Naga. I love Crown. I love all the Nikkes. But there are certain times where I'm just like, I really... Oh yeah, we're Rappy's commander. Forgot about that. Oh, we're Exia's noob. I did unlock a few new ones. Crown's advisor. Huh. I didn't realize I unlocked new ones. Avatar frame. Stickers! Can all help, alright? Well, somebody mentioned that there was... somebody mentioned that they had put out an ad. And that ad, unfortunately... that'd be weird to use that. Unfortunately, showcased some very info that hadn't been used. And not like, you know, inappropriate info, but like they had posted stuff that hadn't been revealed yet. So a lot of people are speculating that, and from what I understand, it revealed the upcoming character and an ad. Like, it was an ad that revealed it. It wasn't anything else. Let's put them there. Let's see. Trying to spruce it up a little bit. Get rid of Cinderella, not because I want to get rid of her, but because I want to change it up. I'll have to get rid of a niece. Sorry, niece. But yeah, it was there was a spoiler mention of one of the the half anniversary. I was gonna say 2.5, but it's like just say half because it makes more sense. It's less confusing. Yeah, there was talk about the next character to be introduced that was supposedly revealed. I thought I had more characters, but I don't. There we go. Put soda in there. Got so many doll upgrades. Yeah, I'm trying to save some of them, but I do want to use some. Because even if I do get her, I don't think get the one we're thinking of. I don't think I'll be able to do much with her. At least not right out of the gate. So unfortunately, I have to wait. I don't know. I think that's good enough. I can't help it. I like Yawn. That is true. That is true. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I loved her design. If it's the character we're thinking of. I'll say if it's the character we're thinking of, I loved her design. She was amazing. She was awesome. And she definitely is, you know, regardless of how good they are, you'll want them type situation. Which, for me, you know, if I could fit Yawn in my party and not have anything, I would definitely have her in the party. Yawn would definitely be in the party all the time if her kit was better. Give me Yawn and Exia, and I'd probably die of happiness. Give me Yawn, Exia, Naga, and Bay, and I would probably die. It's one of those moments in your life where you're just kind of like, yeah, death sounds good right about now. Not in the bad way. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Not in the bad way, but you know, like, oh god. I didn't mean to try to pull a prank on Trina. You have children? I thought Nikke's couldn't give birth. You haven't tried hard enough yet. I should try them. It really would. I would love for them to give her an item. Because I know they're giving a lot of items to characters that don't see a lot of use. Which is strange. Like I feel that the characters they give it to are a lot of Wait, why the fuck is sugar in I don't get it. Oh, I didn't realize milk was a 40-second cooldown. Which is strange because I had used her for like the longest time. She was like one of my original here. Since the synchro machine shows you the Nikkes you used when you were leveling up. Yeah, Milk, Julia, Arya, Jan, and Maiden. Those were my initial 5 that got me to the 200 mark. So I guess it makes sense that I wouldn't realize that Milk was the one. Yeah, but if you only have one burst one, I can definitely see. But yeah, I would love for them to give Jan a favorite item. Like again, it could be terrible still, but I would use it because it's for my favorite character. It's what I want. I want my favorite character to have more respect. Which is one of the things I like about Nikke. They are giving other characters their time to shine. It's not just the main group. It's not just the counters. Granted, yeah, there's a shit ton of characters, but they are giving them more time to shine. They are doing more events with other characters and characters they've introduced before, bringing them back and then coming back with other ones. I don't know if I could. It depends, because I know most of them are like if we look at Exia's, it's more intimate with the commander.
Thank the stars above that I kept this console.
Also, we know Exia's packing.
Thank the stars above that I kept this console.
Look at those melons. You don't normally get to see it in her normal thing. Because you can't really tell. You know she's got some.
Don't worry, let the pro help you out.
But you can actually see it here.
Stars above that I kept this console.
But goddammit, developers, give me Jan's signature item. I want to die of happiness. Hopefully during the next, like, I really hope they start bringing out more oh wow, that didn't take long. But yeah, hopefully they add more favorite items quicker than the last time. I do like how the commander kind of keeps all their chat messages. But yeah. Because I know we have... We have what? 4, 8... We have 9 current characters with favorites. And we have a lot of characters. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 22, 24, 28, 32... 36, 40, 44, 48. Yeah, that Hell, the fact that she has 2 versions already pisses me off. That really pisses me off. She was released and then a couple of months later got an SSR that same year. Don't get me wrong. The voice actress for Helm did amazing. I can't complain. I don't like when games do that. When you shoehorn a character down somebody's throat, it does not sit well with me because you're playing favorites to a character that was introduced later. That does not hold any weight in the story. She does nothing for the story. She's an event character. To my knowledge, she has not appeared in the actual story. The only characters that currently have appeared in the story so far: Diesel, Exia, Lapis, Drake, Miranda, Viper. I don't know if Milk's appeared in the actual storyline. And I don't remember if Freema has. I think Freema did. But yeah, Helm has not. It always irritates me when they do that type of stuff. I also wish they just add a lot of the costumes to be purchased. I don't like how a lot of the costumes are, like, not available anymore. Just throw them in the goddamn costume shop. Let people spend their money. Then again, I wouldn't use it on a costume that doesn't change the burst. I really wish all costumes, you know, change the burst animation. It's annoying seeing a character wear an outfit and then their burst is normal. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. She has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Asuka has the most. Asuka has 5. Rei has 4. And Mari only has 2. And of course, you have those. Like, don't get me wrong, those costumes were no. Mari has 4 as well. Never mind. So Mari and Rei both have 4, and Asuka has 5. Which honestly makes sense because Asuka is number 1. So, you know, just saying that. Let's see. The one I think that has the most costumes. Let's see.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, I can see why people are excited about this one. Yeah. I can see why. So let's see. Yeah, I think Diesel at one point had the most. But I know she was a free character technically. I wish there was a way for you to like actually check the costumes. And like still switch between characters.
I'm sleepy. See my pillow.
So Exia has 3. We know Naga has 3. If you include the base outfit, she has 3. Jan has 2. Rappy, this Rappy only has the main outfit. Modernia has 3. Yeah, Sleepy Time, regular, of course, and her current one. Red Hood has 2. Rapunzel doesn't have any. Yeah, Rapunzel doesn't have any, which is strange that she doesn't. Crown has 2. Blanc has only 2, which again is weird. Bay has the 1. Cinderella has 2. Dorothy has 2. Guilty only has 2. Alec has none. Only the 1 with her basic. Only has 1. She has 3. Oddly enough, Emma only has 3. I thought she had more than that. Tia has 3 with her newest one. Now, I'm kind of sad Tia didn't appear in the story. I was really hoping she would appear. Noir only has 2. Nihilister only has the 1. Wow, I thought Alice had more than... Oh, she has the SSR version, so she technically has 3. If we count that. Pepper only has the 2. Soda has... Oh, this is a different Soda. Soda, I think, only has 2? Or maybe she has another one. Guillotine has 2. Scarlet... She has her SSR, which her SSR version has the other outfit, which is kind of annoying, actually. So she has 3, technically. Senti only has 2, which I thought she had more than that. Arya has none. Oh. Lapis doesn't have one. I thought she had one. I guess not. Viper has 3 outfits. Which is weird because they're all paid. Never mind, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Bay has only the 1. 2 outfits. 1 from the previous event. Miranda has 2 outfits. 1 from that one event. She has 2. Yeah, that outfit and that outfit.
Oh, I've always fed large animals. So whenever I touch...
Oh, my bad. Yunwa has none. Or just the 1. Killer D has I think 3 because you count her SSR version. Well, I don't think she has any. No, unfortunately, our adorable Query only has 1. Drake, I think, has... Yeah, she has 3. Tove has 2, the baseball outfit. I don't think she has the... Oh yeah, the bunny outfit. Leader has... I thought Leader had more than 3. I think she only recently got an outfit too. Mast has 4 if we include the SSR version. Mast has 4 outfits technically if you include the SSR. Eula only has the 1, which is sad. She's a very good character. She's also sexy for some special reasons. And Tubi, she's a collab character. Jackal has only the 1. Volume has 2, which is strange because she was the selling point of the game originally. Grave only has the 1. I don't think she has... Yeah, she has only got the 1. Snow White has 2. Julia has 2. Helm has 4 outfits, if we include the SSR version. Which does piss me off. Private. She has 4 as well, if we include her SSR version. Anise. She technically only has 2. Because her other version. Pretty sure she only has 1. Ludmilla, I think, only has 2. This version and her other SSR. Sakura has 3, if we include the SSR. She has 2. Oh yeah, Soda only has 2. Milk has 2. There she is. She has 3. So yeah, Killer D. D has 3. Which is weird. Bridget has 4. Or Brid has 4. Diesel, there she is. She's got 4 outfits. A poster child of the original game. Maiden has 3, which is surprising. I don't think she has any. No, she has none. I don't think she's had any. She doesn't have any. Sugar's got... She's got 3. She has 3. And one of them is a paid outfit, which always irritated me. Rosanna, I think she has 3 if we include her SSR. Racer Drake is still very cool. Yeah, Moran. Poor Moran. She still only has 1. Well, it'd probably be Kilo in a different outfit, and then like Talos painted a little bit. Isabella has 2. Picolia doesn't have any. Noah doesn't have any. Ian, I think, has 2. Yeah, her spring outfit. Maxwell, I think, has 2. Yeah. Which I'm not gonna lie, the coat works.
All right, what's next?
Like, it covers up her part, but you know, I think she looks more badass. But she also has the mask on. But then we miss out on the glorious jiggle. Crow only has 1. Yeah. Uni has 2, which I thought she had more than 2. Novel has 3. Ade has 2, because she's getting a new one once the battle pass. Rem's collab. Ray only has the 1. A Pinel only has 1. I haven't even seen her. The one thing I hate about gacha games is they have like starting characters and then you never see them appear in the story, but they'll appear in like every other promotion. So it's annoying that we have this character who hasn't made an appearance yet. Biscuit has 2. She got a recently new one, I know that. Ruby, this is the Christmas version, so that's 1 for that. Rosanna, of course, the summer. Rapunzel, so that's 2 for Rapunzel. Amelia doesn't count. Trony has 2 because she got that new one from the previous event. Freema has 2 outfits. Collab character. So Ludmilla only has 2 outfits. Alright, Sakura, so that makes 3 outfits or 4. Asuka's a collab. Ruby, there she is. Wow, Ruby only has 3 outfits. I thought she had a lot more. I thought Ruby had more outfits than everybody else. Dola has 2, because I know she has the dress.
These KPIs aren't bad.
Sin has 2, because I know she got the recent new one. Privity. So yeah, Privity has 4 outfits. Our dear Rappy only has 4 if we include her new version. Quincy only has 2 because of the SSR. Collab. She has 2. She only has the 1. I think she has... Yeah, she only has 1. So yeah, there's a lot of characters that have multiple outfits for no reason. And they're not even characters that I feel warrant that many outfits. Ayn has 2. Herzway has 2. Anise has 2 because of the summer. Belorda has only the 1. Mihara only has... She only has 1, right? Yeah, 1. So Mast has 4 outfits. Phantom only has the 1. She has 2 for her SSR. She has 3 because of her SSR. 2 for her SSR. Only the 1. She was just introduced. Only has 1.
I have to work out every single day. If I don't, I'll lose definition in my muscles.
Only has 2.
Jeez, it's sweltering out here. Coach, people like me who get hot easily should eat colder foods.
I don't know why they added a Nikke that just sweats profusely. And I don't know why they gave her a bunny outfit. Anchor has 3 if you include her SSR. She only has the 1. Collab, 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 and normal. So yeah, a lot of the characters that have 4 outfits are weird. So I think Mast has 4. If you include her one thing, which is, you know, it's nice that she has that many, but it's strange that she has that many. And then you have other characters who are, you know, more popular, but don't get anywhere near the love. It's very weird. It's very weird the outfit discrepancy between characters. Like Anise doesn't even have an additional outfit, and she's one of the big 3 characters in the game, and she still rocks the base outfit. Granted, we're probably going to be getting a new version of her soon, so.
You are the perfect candidate to be my secretary.
Again, it's one of those weird things where you kind of wish they'd spread out the outfits a little bit for the type of characters that you can get, but it is what it is. We can't really complain too much. We can complain, but we're gonna pay for, we're gonna enjoy it either way. You know what I'm saying? However, I think that's all the time I have for today. I have yawned a few times, and I don't know what else to do. And it's getting close to the end of times for us on this very eventful day, which is sorry, I have the hiccups. That is my bad. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thank you for indulging in my desire
Thumbs, prices are rising and
for,
shares are fluctuating. You're bound to lose money unless you get up
yeah,
and do something.
for me fawning over my yawn. But don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow with some special friends for some more D&D. So if you're into D&D or you would like to just experience D&D from a very beginner's perspective, feel free to drop by tomorrow. If not, I will see you guys next time with whatever it is, the fudge I'm thinking of doing, which I do not even know for now. Anyways, bye everybody.